Friends, fans, and fine folk, grab your drinks and snacks, and space drinks and space snacks as well, and come on down to join us for this one-shot Draken Star. Hello everyone! Hello! Hello. I think you'll all be able to see that I am in the middle of the screen, in the bottom of the screen, rather than in the GM chair for once. I am joined here for this very special one-off with my friends from the Dungeon Cast. Hello everybody, get my positioning right. William over there, Mariko, and Brian. We are joined by these wonderful people from this fantastic Dungeons & Dragons podcast, the Dungeon Cast, to help celebrate the kickstarting of their science fantasy setting, Draken Star. I won't propose to know more about it than the person who is writing it, so I'll hand it over to you, William. Shout out to Demogorgon. Yes, shout out to Demogorgon, Diaz. Oh, hang about. They've... Oh no, that should be fine. Yeah, I had a problem with you being muted, but I fixed it.
I'm Excellent.
Back. You're back.
So yeah, no, I'm excited. This is going to be a one-shot based in the setting from our podcast, Superquest Saga, which, like you said, is a science fantasy setting. And let's just get into it. And then after I do a little explaining, we'll go around the table and introduce ourselves. So, welcome to Draken Star, a setting where science fiction meets high fantasy. We find ourselves in the far future of what was once a classic fantasy world. Civilization has now spread across the many planets of the known galaxy. Countless eons have passed since the ancients left their original prime world far behind and ventured to the distant stars. Exploration of alien frontiers, starship skirmishes by aetherlight, advanced civilizations vying for galactic dominance, and the fusion of ancient sorceries with biological and technological advancements. All of these and more are elements of adventure in the universe of Draken Star. Thank you all for joining us here today. Thank you, Rob, for hosting this live streaming. Have us on. We're excited to show everyone some of the players' options, monsters, and quite a few other things that are going to be inside this book. And speaking of that, if you find yourself enjoying today's stream and you do want to support the project, you can do so at drakenstar.com. That's DRAKEN star.com. And before we get into today's adventure, let's go around the table and let everyone introduce themselves and not more importantly, but as importantly, their character. Rob, would you like to go first?
I sure would. Most people here, I think, might know me, but you may get some people in chat that aren't familiar with my Twitch chat coming from the community of the Dungeon Cast. I'm Robert Hartley, GM. I'm a full-time Dungeons & Dragons player and DM. I run for a comedy group called Viva the Dirt League, and also in my own right here on Twitch several days a week. And today I will be playing a human, a human warlock, and... what warlock patron will I be having? I will be having a warlock patron of the Machine, a new subclass of warlock that you can get in the Draken Star setting. I'm very excited for it. I have a background of an acolyte, and I am an ex machina subclass. Very exciting.
Character name?
What is my character name again? Did you give me a character name, or do I have to come up with that? I couldn't remember.
We gave you one, but you're welcome to change it if you wish.
I'm looking for it on the sheet, and I'm finding it somewhere. Override.
Mine's on top left.
Override. Nice.
Override, and that's me in the middle, right there. Drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Override. Love it.
All right, who's next?
You tell me.
I will popcorn off to Mariko.
Hi. Hello, I'm Mariko. People probably know me from the Dungeon Cast Discord. I'm Velocity. I'm the always spooky mod because spooky. I just love spooky stuff.
This is your month.
Yes, this is my month. Although I like to say that ghosts are in season all year round because people die every day. So technically, ghosts are always in season. Today I'm playing Arlox Starforge, the dwarf heavy gunner. Yay! The new fighter subclass. I'm very excited.
Indeed. You're also famously the curator of the Superquest Saga wiki, which you're like 100% responsible for at this point.
Oh, not 100%. I had some excellent help from some lovely people in our Discord, and shout out to Hobbleman for his dope art.
That's right.
The Hobbleman. Thank you, Hobbleman. Brian?
And I guess we'll go with Brian next.
There's no one else. Okay. Hi, I'm Brian. I co-host the Dungeon Cast. Today, I will be playing Sigrun, the Deadeye. I'm a tiefling, and I'm also a ranger with the new subclass Bounty Hunter. Well, I'll be playing at level 3, I believe, right?
Yes, it's a
you guys
level 3
3
adventure.
Oh, awkward.
Damn.
You weren't supposed to let them know, Robert.
You slighted me again, William.
He's made me a level 17.
Oh, good. Well, at least we'll probably live if we stand behind you.
Only if I
But
can.
yeah, that's what I'm up to. I'm an investigator and a bounty hunter, it seems. And I'm excited. I'm excited. You'll hear my voice soon enough. I have a voice.
It's going to be fun. And my name is William Stark, best known for my part on the podcast, The Dungeon Cast, and for hosting the podcast that this setting is based on, Superquest Saga. And I shall be your dungeon master for this stream. Before we dive into the adventure, anyone here have any questions, comments, or concerns before we dive into this science fantasy space opera one-shot?
Will, would you say you're our streamlined dungeon master?
Sure. I'll be your streamlined dungeon master for this evening.
That's that would make your intro more canonical.
It would. I guess so. For anyone interested, this adventure of ours is happening 300 years after the end of the show, so there shouldn't be too much spoilers or crossovers. But I'm ready to get into it. What about you guys?
Let's do this.
All right.
Override's ready.
We meet in a space tavern. What's up?
I didn't think of a voice
little
for him,
bit.
but I think this suits. Gravelly and
into
American, I think.
Cool.
There we go. I like
Sounds
it.
good to me.
Our scene opens on the floor of a luxurious casino, a neon cathedral of opulence with brilliant slot machines, card tables, carved statues, glittering chandeliers, and exotic dancers. This is the Virus Bright, in the city of Vianalius, more commonly referred to as Outlaws Horizon. The Virus Bright is a casino resort with a duplicitous reputation. On one hand, it is one of the finest and most luxurious gambling resorts in the galaxy. And on the other hand, it is infamously known to be ran by a powerful crime syndicate known simply as the Dread Stars. Our party finds themselves sitting at a table here near a full bar. The bar is as brightly lit as everything else on the casino floor and is seemingly made of some kind of expensive crystal material and manned by a robotic bartender. The din of countless revelers and gambling machines, electronic dance music over the PA, and murmuring crowd assails the ears of the party. But they, unfortunately, are not here for pleasure, but for business. You guys have received a request to meet a man named Zacerbane Knight to discuss the details of a highly lucrative job. Mr. Knight is no ordinary client. He's in fact the owner of this here establishment, and many like it. He is also, off the record, the crime lord who runs the Dread Stars. Rumor has it that he has done so for centuries. You all have been here waiting at the designated meet point for about 20 minutes now. How have the three of you spent your time?
Oh, I'm definitely gambling.
For sure.
Yeah, I got to partake in some of the exciting events that are going on.
You got a
around
game
me.
of choice? You got a
Yeah, I
game of
think
choice
dice.
overdrive?
I think he
Dice, all right.
likes dice. He's got a little something about the way that they move when they hit the table, much more exciting than just flipping cards.
Okay, give me a raw intelligence check just to see how well you've strategized your way through these various dice games.
All right, not very well. I'm above average intelligence, but I rolled a 5, so 6 total.
You've been losing some money.
Yeah, I lost.
It's not been.
It's about the fun. You go into a casino knowing you're going to lose some money. You go in there with the intent
Scared
of
money
like,
don't
hey,
make
the money
money.
is exactly.
Scared money, don't make money. What about you two?
Arlox is drinking
Okay.
a lot.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's see. Is it? Should I pronounce it Sigrund or Sigrund?
I meant for it to be pronounced Sigrun, but you know what? You do what's best for you. It's your name.
Sigrund is
name,
fine.
girl.
Let's just go by the Deadeye. I'm tinkering with my drone, who I
Okay.
have elected to call the Senator. And-
Okay.
And so I'm pretending to tinker with it because it's always in pristine, tip-top shape if I can help it. I'm actually
Love
secretly surveying the room for extracurricular bounty hunting type activities.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, first let's talk a little bit about your drone because that's one of the major cruxes of your subclass. You have a drone bot that's capable of like some advanced surveillance and stealth capabilities. And why did you name it the Senator? I love it, but why?
I wanted to say like hello governor, but I thought that'd be like too cliche, so I'm gonna
Okay.
be like
Hello, Senator.
Hello, Senator.
I'm into it. Go ahead and give me an investigation check or a perception check because you're looking around for bounty and crime stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a raw 19 without any modifier.
Oh man, okay, you got.
And
don't call you
with the
Jedi for
modifier, -7.
Yeah, I do actually have. What did you say for me to roll? Investigation
or perception. I'll accept either.
Oh, I'll take the I'll take the perception, please. I have a +2 to wisdom and a -1 to intelligence.
Okay, so that with your proficiency, that's what, like a 22?
21.
23? 21. Okay, I can do math. So one thing you know is you actually do recognize quite a few like noted criminals in your area, and you are, I won't go as far as to say surprised by how like flagrant they are being about their identity. But you also recognize who you've come here to work for, and you probably also recognize that trying to do a bust in the middle of accepting this job is not a great look.
No, but I could flag and tag, you know what I mean? And like
Yep,
follow up
exactly.
on that later.
Make notes for later, exactly. But you find more than a few.
Ooh.
So eventually you guys are approached by a human woman wearing sunglasses and dressed in a 3-piece black suit with a red pentagram stone into the left breast pocket. She walks briskly towards you guys, and she's followed by 2 figures in identical uniforms. One is a male tiefling with a long goatee and even longer black hair. The other is a green dragonborn with a large fin-like crest atop his head and down his neck. The trio stops 5 feet or so from you guys, and the leading woman speaks. I'm to understand that you are the crew known as Rocket Power.
Yeah, hang on. I just got one more. Come on, look, blow on them. Come on. Give me some look. I'm really not on a streak here, but
she gives you a brisk.
My luck's about to turn. Here we go. Dragon eyes! Damn it! Come on! All right. I'm sorry. What were you saying, hun?
You are the crew known as Rocket Power?
Yeah, that's us.
We are riders.
On a mission.
My name is Faye. Faye Lowe. Personal assistant to Mr. Knight. If you would follow me, I will take you to the audience room.
Sure thing. These your assistants? Assistants to the assistants?
One could call them that. And she turns briskly and starts marching away, expecting that you guys are following her. Do you guys do so?
Yeah, I'll kind of just like nod confidently at one of the bodyguards and just be like, "You got nothing to worry from me, bud."
They no response, just pure stoic, like professional. So
I'll set off after her pretty confidently.
I fold up the senator and I insert it into my body slowly.
Okay.
In where exactly?
I don't know. Where's cool?
Where's cool? You didn't have it in mind when you decided you were gonna.
I put it in my eye.
Giggity.
They call me the dead eye.
That is cool.
Yep.
So I fold it up. It's like almost is a little too long, almost looking for where how like far in I put it, I guess. Yeah.
That's horrifying.
You kind of like putting in a contact. You then got to kind of blink and pull down on the.
Yeah.
Get it into...
damn it! I put it in backwards again. But I follow.
So Faye, with her 2 men flanking, leads you guys through the casino to a private VIP booth. The table of the booth is made from a dark wood, and at its center is a holographic display device. Faye gestures for you all to sit. I take it you do.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Okay. Once everyone's...
I'm keeping an eye on like people's behaviors and stuff. I'm always on the lookout for if we're walking into something that we're outnumbered.
Okay, give me an insight check.
Sure thing. I'm actually pretty good at that. So with my not with the 2 on the dice though. So my insight. Yeah, no, that's going to be a 3 total.
You know, all the losing, all the gambling losses, they're wearing on
Yeah.
your mind, and you're just not as locked in as you normally would be.
I'm now just like, hey, if they're gonna ambush us, at least it's something exciting happens this night.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Knight will be with you shortly. Do you require any refreshments while you wait?
I mean, yeah, if it's on the house, I'll take a space whiskey.
She says, I'll send the server over, and
Thank
so
you.
she does. A male gnome in a server uniform arrives, and he'll take any of your guys' orders.
Yeah, I'll order something relatively strong, but only like one of them. Not gonna get wasted.
Something space themed, I'm sure.
Spacey, space whiskey.
I'll have a space arita, please.
I swear to God.
Have to use space
got it.
tequila, or it's just a
You
regular
got a space
margarita.
arita. It's a space arita for sure. You got one.
That sounds like a new Taco Bell item.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just about to say. It sounds like a tortilla more than a margarita. A space tortilla, a space fajita.
Should we do a round of fries for the table?
Yeah. It's just some nibbles, maybe nachos or something.
Some nibbles.
Space nachos.
Space
Some-
nachos, space
some
fries.
Space nachos. There we
Some
go.
oil comes out of my drone eye, and I like wipe it away, but it looks like a tear. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for ordering fries for the table.
So your guys' orders arrive fairly quickly, and about 10 minutes or so after that happens, a hologram will appear on the booth table in front of you guys. Or not so much a hologram, but there will be a display saying that a hologram is attempting to income, but you guys have to accept it.
Right. I'll reach
we have
out.
to let him into the meeting room.
Yeah, I gotta let him
Click
in.
the-
Wait,
button
are we?
to let
Is
him
it?
in.
Oh, am I hitting the right button? It's not
It's
letting
up
me.
on the top. It's
We
the
got-
top right button.
It seems
You're
to be
on
a
the
problem
left
with-
side. Switch
Am I-
sides.
Wait,
Other
which side?
side.
I'm not seeing the
Right
side.
side.
Where's the green arrow? I don't know what you're talking
Flashing-
about.
It's flashing red.
There's no-
Wait, is that the
Which-
right one?
Which green arrow is it? I don't know.
Hold on a second.
What do you see? Is it this one?
I'm so confused.
I'm joking. I'm a
Arlox,
I'm a warlock of the
Arlox,
machine.
You press the right button. While these two
I pressed the
are
right
floundering,
button.
Arlox gets it.
Yes.
A hologram of a man appears above the display. The image is roughly a foot tall, and the man depicted has a rather noteworthy appearance. He is of a slight and slender stature. His skin is both the color and sheen of obsidian stone, as is his short cropped hair and pupilless eyes. In contrast, he's wearing a white three-piece suit with a red five-pointed star stitched into the pocket. Greetings, Rocket Power. I am Zacerbane Knight, owner of this fine establishment. Thank you for accepting my invitation. I hope you've all found the service amenable.
Yeah, it's been very hospitable. Thank you, Zacer, or Mr.
These
Knight.
fries
if
are
you prefer.
super crisp. Super crisp fries.
They're delicious.
He nods.
Perfect.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. Knight. I believe you knew my great grandfather. Dirk.
I never realized.
you
I
know
never
what?
realized you were so into your family tree, Sigrund.
Just Dirk. Just Dirk. No one else.
Zacerbane will say, yes, I'm aware of your relations to my former colleague. Thank you for coming. I apologize for not making an appearance in person. I'm currently off-world and, well, let's just say I'm quite a distance away. As I implied in my invite, I have a very lucrative job offer, and based on your appearance here, I feel it is safe to assume that you are interested.
Correct.
Now, in addition to my various businesses and philanthropic pursuits here on Outlaws Horizon, I am also somewhat of a venture capitalist. Zacerbane waves his hand, and suddenly the holographic image changes to the image of a star map. The map then zooms in on a singularly floating object in Draconic Star Sovereignty territory. This is Alpha-Psi 45, an asteroid in the outer belt of an unincorporated star system. On its surface, there is nothing special about Alpha-Psi 45 outside of its size. It is roughly the size and mass of a large continent. But inside, the image changes to a multicolored energy scan image of the same asteroid. The asteroid is a deep red, giving off a golden aura. It is extremely rich in Ethereum ore. The existence of this asteroid was brought to my attention by a colleague of mine, and together we cut a deal. I would loan him the capital to start a mining station on the asteroid, as well as grease the wheels of the legal system to acquire all the documentation and permits. And he would, in return, pay back the loan in addition to 15% of his profits for the next 10 years. The image changes back to Zacerbane Knight. All had gone accordingly for the first 9 months. Then, approximately 3 months ago, all activity from the mine mysteriously went silent. No shipments and no communications have departed the mining operation since. Nor are there any accepted from any source I possess. I've sent teams of my own men to Alpha-Psi 45 and none have returned. So I turned to the best of the best. I wish to employ your services. They weren't available. So I called you. No, I wish to employ your services to infiltrate the mine. Find out the cause of this development. If possible, neutralize it. Capture it if it is a thing which can be caged. And if neither of these is possible, return to report what we are dealing with.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, just here's fine. We're going to share. Thank you. Yeah, it sounds good to me, Zacerbean. Would you prefer Mr. Knight?
I would prefer Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight it is. It's
Senator and me'll get a picture of it for sure.
It sounds like something we can definitely do. It's within our services, within our capabilities. May I ask about remuneration?
For your payment, you mean?
Yeah.
I offer 10,000 credits each. And if any Ethereum ore makes its way onto your ship, let's just call that the cost of doing business.
Understood.
I enjoy your proposal.
Now, in terms of renegotiating that price, should there be hazard pay if we come into contact with something and this seems like not the sort of job that we were originally tasked with? How do we get a hold of you to let you know?
I will. Faye will provide you with the contacts you need to get a hold of me if you're requiring of our assistance or further equipment. And as for hazard pay, well, that is something we can negotiate upon your return.
Wonderful. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Knight. I've heard a lot about you, and I've always been a fan of your establishments.
He nods graciously and says, "It's a pleasure doing business with you. 50% of the agreed-to fee will be transferred to your account summarily. My assistant, Faye, will handle logistics and transfer all the data we have on the mine. I bid you good luck and a safe return." Zacerbean Knight's hologram disappears.
Bye. Oh, he's gone.
Can I ask a question, William? Can I ask about my auto hack feature? It says as an action I can succeed on a skill check to interface or bypass security of a computer system if it's less than 13 for the DC. If I was to hack into this sort of hologrammy situation here, would I be able to learn anything about like where he was projecting from, or any information about him, or like where that service was coming from, without him knowing that I'm doing so?
You would probably be able to discern certain information. However, doing so, remember, if someone who works or sees you, they're gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
So the question was like, would my auto hack feature be like a visible thing that someone would be able to tell that I'm doing it?
So the way it looks, that's up to flavor. I do see it as something that can be done discreetly. Right. So Overdrive, if you see from his images here, he has huge cybernetic enhancements.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be as simple as like a small wire that he hooks out of his arm, underneath the table or something, and can be discreet about it. So, and right now no one has their eyes on you, so I would allow you to do this with advantage on a stealth check if you really want
I think that's what I'll do. Just as we're sort of wrapping up, I just get the impression, like I think it's just from keeping himself safe more than anything. He likes to just know that he's not getting misled or the wool's pulled over his eyes about certain jobs. He just wants to have some information that gives him a couple more cards in his hand, as it were, to use gambling terms.
Sure.
So just while he's wrapping up the conversation, he has his hand on the desk, the table, and then out from underneath his wrist, there's sort of like this go-go gadget kind of opens up compartment, and then some wires kind of come out from his wrist and connect into the table here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the stealth check.
Interface.
Go gadget interface. Yeah.
Give me the stealth check. You have advantage on it, by the way.
Thank you.
And it's the DC ain't high. Just don't crit fail somehow.
16 plus something. 16.
Yeah, you're
plus
good. You're good.
2.
Yeah, you do so without anyone noticing, and you are able to gain information on the call itself and going through the file, quickly at a glance. Although you have this information to hold on to.
Yeah, for your information, that what I was looking for, and you can let me know if this is information I would find, is
Yeah.
Was there any kind of deception happening, or was it genuinely like was there a filter being placed over so that the person was distorting, or were we actually talking to Zaysabane?
So nothing flags you saying that the signal was tampered with.
Right. It wasn't
one
like
thing
an
you do
AI
find
signal
interesting
or
is
something.
yeah, one thing you do find interesting though is that it was not a direct from source to source signal. That this
Right.
thing had been relayed like over a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the other piece
So
of
that's
information
what
I
you gain
wanted
from that.
was to just check if I could ascertain where he was broadcasting from, but clearly he's smarter than that.
You don't know of a place that would require that many relays to reach here.
Right.
I'll say that much.
Sigrun
All
just
right, guys.
checking his bank account. He can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, it just happened. 5,000 credits. Bam, everyone.
Don't gamble it.
This is gonna
don't
change
gamble
my.
it.
This is
Don't
gonna
gamble it.
change. This is gonna change my life.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Let's go. Let's...
Get some fries to go. We need
fries to go. I can't be in here with this much in my
You
wallet.
guys
All
get
the
fries
fries.
to
Eating
go.
fries. Don't think about gambling. Think about oil and potatoes.
Yeah. Think about
Oh,
think
it's
about
a,
space
it's a
baseball.
2-week
Spaceball.
Spaceball. It's a 2-week flight to Alpha-Psi 45. And is there anything before you guys leave in your ship, which we're going to cover in a second here? Is there anything you want to do while you're still in the city to
2
prep
weeks.
beforehand?
I'm buying
It's
all
a
the
2-week
magazines
flight.
at the local kiosk or whatever to like read
Sure.
on the way.
Absolutely.
having some reading material.
You have
Um,
internet access most places you go, but okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm doing. I think I'm doing something, tech jargony. Like I'm getting a new SIM card or some shit. I'm doing something that's like just to general maintenance of when you land at a new place, like fixing up a couple of wires, getting a couple of parts, and then obviously exposition talks with what's her name, Faye, with Faye Loam. Just exposition talks about her, just so that we can call back and say like, is this something Faye would have told us? About like the logistics of where we're going
I
and
see.
things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. She gives you guys a full briefing and answers any questions, comments, or concerns you guys have.
Yeah.
She does note, Sigrun, that her, not predecessor, but I guess you could say ancestor, and your ancestor supposedly knew each other, according to Mr. Knight, but she doesn't really know the details.
Never heard of you.
Okay, all right. Let's fast forward to the ship. So you guys have a ship,
Well,
and
we'll
your ship
move
has
past.
a name.
We'll move past that option then. Then option for
Wait.
possible roleplay that I was clearly setting up, and we'll just right on back onto the ship.
We also didn't check in with Mariko like at all about what she's
That's true,
doing. before
Mariko.
we go.
What were you doing?
Snacks. All the snacks.
Okay.
And all the snacks.
Right on.
Lots
Making
of
sure
fries.
we're set. Lots
You
of
think-
fries.
You think of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Arlox is.
And we'll go ahead and rewind that RP
motivated.
sesh there for you, Robert, as well. When are you?
No. I was. I was.
You
I
got
was,
all the
I was-
snacks?
Yeah, I was just joking on your behalf about you. You were clearly setting something up that I didn't know, and then from your reaction when Brian's like, "Nah, I don't even know her."
Yeah.
Okay, just to
Moving
appease
on.
Will, I got it the first time.
No, I know you. did.
Okay,
I know
yeah. And if you guys don't know who Fred Lowe is, please go watch Superquest Saga. It's probably one of the better NPCs out of all of them, probably in my opinion.
you did. Yeah, I think I agree. So, you guys have a ship, and your ship has a name, and your ship also looks like something. And I told you guys it was up to you. So why don't you tell me all about your ship?
Mariko, where did we get our ship from?
We got our ship from a guy named Fletch, and he was dying. He was a man named Fletch. So our ship is called the Dying Fletchman.
The Dying Fletchman, and
Fantastic.
it looks a little bit like a large vessel, kind of like a ship, like a sailing ship sort of a situation. But instead of sails, it has that's kind of like large, almost two-dimensional, just on the dimensions of the sheer size and width of it, but the relatively low depth of it. Rooms, residential rooms. Kind of looks like the.
So you guys
sails.
live in the sails of this.
Yeah, you live
would-be
in the
ship.
sails of the ship, and the lower parts are pretty much entirely just for the engines and the sci-fi stuffs and the one thing
Yep.
or another.
You don't need to
parts
be
that keep it going.
aerodynamic in space, so it
Exactly.
works.
And like every
I will-
ship our team has ever owned, it has these giant aftermarket rockets on it.
yeah, just don't suit the dynamic,
Oh, yeah.
suit the appeal of it at all, like the aesthetic, but it's just really really badass.
We probably unbolted them from the last ship we had. And
Yeah,
put them on this
just
one.
took them on, and we're like, and a bunch of the engineers are like, "Are you sure that this is enough? I feel like I'm not comfortable." And you're like, "Look, we're not paying you to think. We're paying you to install. We're paying you to install the things where we told you to install them."
The team name means nothing without these. Install them.
Yeah.
Also, flames painted on the sides.
Absolutely. I swear. Anything else?
Very good. Yeah. Anything else? Huh.
Some kind of weapons, probably. What do we
I'm sure
usually use for
it's armed to the teeth.
With rockets.
just small rockets? Yeah.
Definitely rockets.
Big rockets, small rockets, medium rockets. It's powered.
No
it's
lasers,
powered,
all rockets.
It has powerful rockets. It's powered by rockets. We are rocket power.
Yeah.
All right, so the dying Fletchman takes off from Outlaws Horizon, and it's a 2-week flight to Alpha-Psi 45.
It's also
is there anything
like way louder than it needs to be. Like it's extra loud.
I swear.
because it doesn't matter because you're in space. So like it only bothers people when we hit an atmosphere and suddenly everybody can hear it.
It does this thing. It does this thing where the rockets tilt just enough to like bump the front up and like have it come back down like over and over
I
again.
swear.
we got a low riding ship. We got a low riding spaceship. We just come into a spaceport now.
It has flames on it. Yes.
So
absolutely.
the dying
it's got
Fletchman
blue lights
low rides
underneath
its way
it.
all the way to Alpha-Psi 45.
This is really inefficient. We should readjust
super
these.
not.
It looks so good. We can't
So
not
we
do
can't-
it.
We can't.
This is the whole aesthetic. It's
I swear.
everything we are.
I can't believe Mr. Knight hired you guys. I really can't. So we're just gonna jump ahead. The dying Fletchman appears from an aether jump within the sight of the asteroid. From afar, it appears like an innocuous floating rock in the void. And as the party draws closer, the surface dock of the mine becomes more apparent. A stark and severe building of soulless industrial architecture lit by the harsh glow of aether-powered lighting. So looking at the docks for this mine, you do see that there are some ships docked here. And unfortunately, though, not only are those docks taken, that all the empty docks appear to be closed in a very permanent sense. No message that you guys send to this dock is answered. And you guys are kind of just left floating outside the asteroid with the quandary of how the hell do we get in?
So we're sort of in terms of where we're at. We're on our ship and we're like floating alongside the asteroid, or we've docked on we've landed, or not.
You haven't been able to dock. So your problem here is that there are ships in some docks. Can't get into those really unless you break into the ships. And then the other docks are like permanent closed. They're not like sanctioned off by any type of force fields. They're completely like the hard, heavy doors are shut. Yeah. Oh. So you'd have to break through those too, unless you guys can think of another way.
Have we got
here.
Have we got the equivalent of anchoring up offshore and then rowing across in a lifeboat, or like what have we got the equivalent? Like have we got like a smaller ship that we can transport to the actual
absolutely
surface?
What do you call that one?
So we got the dying Fletchman and the
JV Dones.
The JV Dones. JV Dones. That's what it's called. The JV Dones. I think we're gonna have to go down on. I think we're gonna have to go down on the JV Dones. Doesn't sound like they're answering our calls. There's no way of me like.
So sad.
I couldn't believe that when we killed that guy Fletch, and we stole his ship, that he was actually 2 ships.
Well, I mean, all ships have a smaller ship attached, right?
So thematically,
escape vessels.
If I'm like a ship, then the Senator's like the smaller ship inside of me.
That's right. Everybody's got it. There's 2 ships inside all of us. Which one survives?
The one we show and the one we hide from the world.
Yeah. I love that phrase, that saying. It's so cliche at this stage. Everybody talks about the 2 ships inside of you, but it's
beautiful.
Still got a nugget of truth.
You guys hop on the JV Dones and head towards the dock. Arlox, what were you doing during all that?
Arlax was packing all the guns, all of them.
Oh, cool.
There's like
Yeah.
no room.
Oh, so
no
there's
room
like
for anybody.
there's like no room in the ship. You guys are scrunched in. There's more gun than person on this ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's squid shaped. It's like, thin and has
Okay,
like
cool.
weird stuff coming off.
Well,
of the
we'll
back
say
of it.
those arms are functional. We'll say those are
Yeah.
like grappler arms that you can actually operate.
Well, when you say arms, do you mean like if the ship had a chin, like? You kind of get what I'm saying.
I swear to God. Oh man, sure. It's squid shaped.
I love that this ship is part of our ship.
Yeah, it's
And
important.
now that
Part of the
we're
crew.
familiar with it, it's like part of our crew. Yeah, exactly what I was
Crew.
thinking.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship
Um,
crew.
All right, so we're
I swear to God.
so
How
we're in the
many
docks.
Superquest Saga games in a row can I do it?
All
This
of
is
them.
the last one for a while, but if we ever do another one, I'm gonna do it again.
All of them.
All right. So what's your guys' game plan as you approach the dock?
I'm gonna try and see if I can hack into anything from a distance, like a Wi-Fi signal or like anything like a big, like really powerful. Basically, I'm scanning first to see if there's any, if I'm
Okay.
getting any feeling of radio signals, Wi-Fi signals, anything like that. And if there is, then I'm gonna try and hack into one of them.
You do this pretty thoroughly, and you find that the airwaves are dead. There's no activity.
There's no activity here. We got nothing, which is, I mean, on one scale, it's good that nothing will see us coming. On the other scale, very
it's
clear
just
that somebody's.
us.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just us in that spinning car out there, that Tesla.
Just floating through space.
What?
It's just, there's the Tesla that Elon
Just
Musk
sent to space.
launched into space. It's
Oh,
it's out here with
God, I
us.
forgot.
It just
Yeah.
flies. It
It
just
is.
flies by
Yeah,
us.
it goes by.
Sorry, there's like a barrier protecting. What's stopping us from just flying in?
Giant metal doors.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Are we like? Can we go up to them and investigate the metal doors and see if we can open them by force somehow?
Yeah, like pull the
You can try.
JV domes up, and use the tentacles that come
Mhm.
out of our ship to try and manipulate the doors in some way.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say one person has to operate them. You can choose between the three of you. I will say that operating these arms and trying to like pry these doors open, that's going to be a sleight of hand check on the part of the operator.
I'm okay at that, but if there's somebody better, happy for you to take it.
Yeah. Does anybody here like want to be the pilot?
I mean, let's see what I'm good at. I'm good at cybernetics. I'm good at arcana. I'm good at insight. I'm good at religion.
I am not a smart man.
Not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Yeah, I think I do. I have high wisdom, and I have decent charisma.
Well, sleight of hand is going to be a dex check, so.
I don't have. I have stealth, survival, perception, investigation, and insight. That's me.
Yeah, that's
I'm,
what
like,
you're
good at
training
dex.
in.
I have a
Perception,
plus 3
insight, and
at
religion.
dex, but like, yeah, those are my
That
training skills.
might be
I think
king there.
I think it's you. I've got a +2 in dex, so it's you that's the more dexterous. You're probably the one that we have piloting the ship.
Arlox, where are you at in the dex realm?
I'm not. I'm
I'm not.
small and strong.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Small and strong.
Small and strong.
I don't think I'm interested in piloting the ship, but when it comes to this like finesse move, I can like jump on the console and like take over.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we'll say operating the arms are a separate job.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. That sounds just right for me actually. So
I'll fly us in then, and you operate the arms.
excellent. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Arlox is looking out the window at everything
Yeah.
Nice.
for cool rockets to maybe steal off of these other ships.
Maybe
We're always looking for rocket power.
We're always
I will
More
say,
rockets,
unfortunately,
but-
you do see most of the ships docked here are all like work ships, carrier ships. They're not very well armed.
The thing that-
boring.
The thing that occurs to me here is that if some of the docks have been closed for good, they can't have left from those docks. And if all the other docks are taken by ships, means they didn't leave from any ship at all. So anything that was here is still here. And they're not answering, they're not putting out any radio waves, they're not using Wi-Fi. That means they're dead.
So
Hey, I
we can
just
blow up
kn-
their ships to get them out of the way.
Not
could.
what I
They
was
don't-
They don't
suggesting.
need the ships anymore. They don't need them if they're dead.
Yeah,
just
but I mean, we
explode
could
him out
use
of the
them,
way.
and also shrapnel and a cascading shrapnel effect in space. We've talked about this numerous times.
I don't think so.
Sigrun,
When we're leaving,
give me
yes.
give me that sleight of hand check.
I did already, and it's a nat 20, my guy.
Oh boy.
Holy shit!
I've done it. I won Dungeons and Dragons.
You did the thing.
You've done it so well. Yeah, no, you grab on and you get the arms right in between the two sliding door, like the joint there, and you crack it open. Then you get like two more because there's so many tentacles on this fucking thing. You get two more in the crack and just kind of slowly crack it open, and then it all gives, and you now have an entryway. Unfortunately, you also have an unsealed vacuum. So,
Oh, is it like rocketing air into the face of the ship? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing the ship can handle.
Sigrun's like, while he's doing the console, he's like, and,
Why?
Okay.
Why? Why? What does it matter with you?
It helps her concentrate.
Feels right.
Okay, sure.
Arlox is gonna like put some snack in your mouth, so you stop doing that.
Delicious. Okay, can I? What is to close the vacuum? Like, what do I do? Can I?
So the ship
manage
you
this with
guys
my tentacles.
So the JV Dones is a rather small ship, much smaller than anything that was ever supposed to dock here. So it's actually capable of fitting inside the entryway, and inside there would be an emergency shut-off switch to reseal the dock.
Can you hit that? Hit the switch.
I high five it with a tentacle.
Yep. It'll reseal. It gives like a nasty groan because what you did to it wasn't supposed to do, but then it snaps shut.
So after I put my tentacles in the crack, it gave us.
It gave a nasty groan because you're not meant to do that.
But yeah, you had to push the button first.
Oh.
You managed to push its buttons.
None of this was consensual.
You put your tentacles where you weren't meant to, but you managed to push its buttons and it gave you a nasty groan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So from here, you guys are able to hop out and get to the walkway. There's zero gravity in this area, so you're able to just hover down into the walkway and get to the transfer door.
We open the door to the JV Dones, and it's like in Rick and Morty, just like guns spill out instead of cans and bottles. Just guns everywhere. We're just like stumbling and sliding down
floating.
guns onto the ground.
Floating.
Yeah, start floating
My
around.
babies. I have to grab them.
Get those back in there.
I'm trying to grab them.
Yeah, I'm just like paper planing, like guns back into the hatch door. Cool.
Do you guys make it into the trans?
Sorry, I want to take one of the guns. I guess that would be apt, right? I should probably.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
take the guns.
Say extra guns. I mean, you guys all have guns in your equipment list, so
Yeah, we're good.
So many.
you can just have
on my
another
body.
one of the ones you have.
Cool.
So you guys make it into the transfer room without issue. This place does seem to still have power, and it hasn't locked you out. When you do so, the door behind you shuts, and then gravity engages, and then the door in front of you opens, and you then have the opportunity to walk out into, well, whatever's beyond here. You guys don't know.
I want to perceive it with my body.
I will say, upon the opening of the door, all of you guys notice two things immediately. One is there is an ongoing alarm sounding from somewhere deeper within the the station, and you also notice that there are red lights flashing.
Okay. Before we go any further, can I ask how long do my arms of alloy last if I invoke them?
So, I believe that's
say-
a
it
good
doesn't
question.
say it
I
on
want to
it.
say it's till you take a long rest. Let me see here.
Arms of alloy doesn't say like a duration of it. I'm not sure. Oh, what did I do?
Until your next short rest. That's
So
it.
they just last until my next short rest.
Yeah, basically every short rest or long rest, you can choose between Arms of Ally and the nanoplate fortification.
Oh,
you can't have
cool.
both
So
on
I've
at the same time. You have to choose.
Right,
Yeah,
but it's just active, and then when I finish the short rest, I can choose again.
exactly.
So it's always got one of them on. Awesome, I love it.
Which one do you have on?
Which one would I have had on? Let's see. So we would have had a short rest on the way here, so I would have been able to prepare for that. So then I will say I have. What do they do again? Gives me armor class, and I think my arms of alloys on. I think I would have been prepared for that. Yeah. So my arms are more metallic looking.
So how do you guys approach the warehouse?
I want to
Or
talk to
whatever this
Arlox.
Secret
So
wants to talk to
bad.
me.
Arlox,
What's up?
what do you reckon the red light mean?
I think they're having a party.
All right.
So I'm glad we brought snacks. It's rude to go to a party with no snacks.
You're always prepared, Arlox. Always prepared.
Mhm. Prepared for trouble. Always.
So can I have a marching order? Are you guys just going in? Or are you guys?
I'm going in first. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going in. First.
Overdrive enters first. Overdrive. You immediately step out into what looks to be a transferring warehouse. You know, this station mines Ethereum ore, and this is where the ships that dock would be getting the ore transferred onto them. And these warehouses are completely empty. You do see that there is a doorway down the way. There's quite a few large doorways that seem to head deeper into the station.
Keep your eyes about you. Keep your wits about you. I need your attention on the job, okay? We're not gonna have another repeat of Centauri 7, okay? I'm looking at you, Alex.
That was not my fault.
Yeah, we've been
That
over
was
this.
not my fault.
We've been over this. The dog cannot be put to blame for your actions.
No.
We're not going over this again.
no.
Look, I'm just saying attention.
Okay, let's go. So if I see something, I shoot it, right?
Not what I said. Oh my god.
If I see something, I shoot it.
No, not immediately. If you see a hostile figure, you shoot
Immediately.
it.
Okay. Shoot it immediately.
You guys want me to case the joint?
Yes.
I could case the joint.
Yes, I would.
I have Sigrun has a prosthetic leg that is directly it's in line with the fake eye that has the senator in it, and it whips up behind, like, in a way it probably shouldn't move as a regular leg, I guess. And I kick myself in the back of the head, and there's a little insert on the back of my heel that kicks into a spot on the back of my head that shoots the senator out of my eye.
Oh boy!
What a weird way to just take something out of your eye.
I'm highly dexterous and not super smart.
Kick
So
yourself
that's
in the
what's
back of the
happening.
head with the heel.
Senator
Exactly.
comes out of the
Senator
eye.
out.
I like donkey.
By the way,
kick
when the
myself.
senator goes into your eye, it definitely has to become more compact than it normally is.
Yeah, I
I
folded
would say
up,
this thing's probably folds up pretty compactly.
Yeah, so when it shoots out in like a cylindrical sort of way with like flat, top and bottom, and then like expands into one of those. Oh, it should be one of those like floating balls. Have you seen those? Like where you put your hand under it and the fan kicks on harder and it floats. It's like one of those.
And you can spin them out from you and they come back.
No, but okay.
So it's
Sounds cool.
It's a cylinder that becomes like a sphere essentially. And I floated around the room.
Arlock salutes the senator.
Do well,
Beautiful piece of
Senator.
machinery.
So you guys, you send out your drone. You send it out
we're gonna stop here
into the warehouse
until
or
drone is-
beyond. Do you go through those doorways?
Yeah, I think I'll send it into the doorways, just to take a quick peek. But like, okay, do you want me to have it look around the warehouse first, or you want me to put it in the door?
In the door.
I put it. Okay, go to the door, Senator. So
Are we stopping here? I feel like you guys are.
The three of us are
lagging.
stopped. The three of us are stopped, and the drone is going off ahead to scout, so we don't walk into ambushes and shit.
All right, the drone heads out. You can operate this drone, I believe, like up to a mile from your current location, you pass through the doorways and you see more transferring warehouses, most of them empty. You find a few waiting lobbies ahead, and then you find like the main hub. But I don't know if you have the senator go any further, or if you have the senator stop there.
I think when I see the main hub is clear, I'll have it returned to me.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll report back like while it's flying back to us. Looks like we're clear to the main hub.
Yeah, I'd say.
Where all the people go?
I don't know, but if we don't find any bodies soon, I'm going to be starting to be concerned about what's down here with them.
The warehouses have like a shipment out quota. They're not meeting it.
No.
Clearly.
No, they've been dead a while, I'd say. 3 months? Why would he not get in touch with somebody sooner? Anyway.
It's sad.
Good question. That's a good question.
I'm keeping my fingers at the ready, my Eldritch Blast fingers at the ready, and I'm gonna start heading off in the direction that the drone was seeing.
Do you think they had cool stuff that we could take? Since no one's here.
It's a mining asteroid. I don't think so. All that's gonna be worth taking here is the what's it called? The Ethereum.
The Ethereum.
The Ethereum ores, the stuff that we're gonna be.
So you guys make your way to the main hub, and again, there's just no signs of life in sight. At the main hub, you see a few what you call like rest areas, recreational areas, all abandoned. There's even a restaurant here that seems to be totally deserted. It's simply named The Kitchen. And then beyond all that is a major hallway about 75 feet wide that leads beyond the hub towards what looks to be a closed gateway.
Oh, they got a foosball table. Who wants to play foosball?
All right, one game, okay, and then we really gotta get going.
Oh, I swear to God.
We play foosball. I get a 9 on my foosball check. I'm not proficient in foosball, I don't think. So let me just.
I got a 4.
Oh, I still win, but it's not the coolest of.
That was
games.
the worst game of foosball I've ever seen.
All right, just one more then, real quick. No, we gotta go. Come on. I push us on past down the hall towards the next room, just continuing on, looking out for any signs of life, but also any signs of death, looking out for blood or body parts or scratches in the walls or anything like that.
Okay, so you make your way down the major hallway, and you do find your way blocked by a closed gateway. Through the windows of the gate, the hall seems to continue for another 50 feet, as far as you can see, before cutting to the right at a 45-degree angle.
I send the senator to look around the corner.
Is the gate locked?
Well, unfortunately, the gate is locked.
Okay.
This gate is locked.
Well, back on the ship, I guess. We get as far as we could. We've already got 5,000 credits.
I guess we gotta go home.
All right. What can the senator?
It's gonna turn into Zazerbane Knight hunting you guys down.
Yeah. What can your senator eyes see?
Yeah, what do my senator eyes see? I guess. Can it get past the gate? Like, what's the gate look like?
It can't get past the gate because it's like a heavy metal framed gate. Like, it's completely solid. Even the windows, quote unquote windows, are like a foot thick of glass.
So it's not like bars with you can pass through between the bars?
No, it's like a huge sci-fi seal, if you will.
In that case, any electronic locks on this door?
Yep, you see an electronic interface on the right-hand side that you can tell is likely what is used to open the door, or or seal, whatever you call it.
Head across to it and start investigating it to see if it seems like a particularly difficult one. In mechanical terms, I'm going to see if it's within a DC 13 of me, because if it is, I can auto-hack it.
Okay, so you take a look at it, and it does require a passcode and whatnot, but when you hook into it with your auto hack, you define you with auto hack are able to bypass the digital lock.
Yeah, this one's an easy one. It's a thumbprint scanner. It's easy to get through this in, and we're in.
Try 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope, doesn't know how this works. Nope.
Try 4, 2,
nope,
3,
I don't
1.
know. I don't have to try numbers. I literally just said it was a thumb scanner, so there's no numbers on this. And even if I was, there's no numbers. I just said it was a thumb scanner. And
you put my birthday in.
Even if it was a digital, I've already hacked it. The door is opening. The door is open. I've already got it. The door's opening.
The door opens with a loud.
It wasn't your birthday. It was my birthday. Yay!
Oh my God! Just another 5,000 credits will do. Just another 5,000 credits. Come on. Right, push on through.
So you guys have 50 feet of hallway in front of you before it cuts right at a 45-degree angle, so you can't see beyond that? Do you like sneak around the corner? Do you just walk on down
on
the hallway?
Well, firstly, on the other side of the door, I just double check that there's a pad on this side to reopen the door if it closes behind us.
There is.
Yeah, and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, sim scanner. So I'm just gonna walk on down the hallway. We didn't get anything particularly worrying from Scout looking around the corner from Senator.
Did Senator look around the corner? I'm sorry, you guys are cutting out a little bit for me. So I don't know if I missed something there.
We're gonna send off now that the door's open. Send off Senator to the corner.
Okay. So go ahead and have Senator roll a stealth check. I imagine you're being stealthy.
Yeah, the Senator's good at stealth. Actually, let me bring up those stats because I think. Let me see. Stealth. Hey, you can't poison my drone, just so you know.
You can try.
Where is that? Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay, it's good at stealth. 19 for stealth.
Oh, that's incredible. Okay, so without being detected, the Senator makes its way around the corner and into the next area, which is a large holding station for product. All the carts here are empty. On the far side of the room is an enormous heavy-duty steel door guarded by 6 guard bots. 3 of which are of a humanoid series or model, and 3 of which are of a more panther-looking model. All seem to be on alert, but none have detected your drone bot.
I'll recall it, and I'll relate to the team.
Okay.
We got panther bots. Well, you said 6 of them?
Yeah, 3 panther bots, 3 human bots.
Ah, yeah. 3 panther bots, 3 human bots.
So we're blasted.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know if
Not
they'll
sure
move.
if we should.
They probably won't move as one unit, but which means that if we make a noise and lure one of them across, maybe they come across as 2 or 3 at a time. But maybe we definitely won't get all 6 at least. And then when they come around the corner, I do my thing, and hocus pocus, they're mine now.
I was thinking the same thing. We lure one out, maybe with like a sexy robot,
we do
situation.
we do Lola Bunny on it. We go.
It'll be weird, but I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that prosthetic leg, right?
Put the prosthetic robot leg out. That'll work.
Just round the corner. Just all sexy around the corner.
They're gonna love my leg.
Yeah.
Enough to. Yeah, one of them. It's gonna get one of them.
It's a very flexible leg.
Absolutely.
It really is. Do you really do that? I mean, you totally can.
No, no, I don't. I don't know.
I am going to. I'm going to take out a small tool, like a wrench or something, and I'm just going to drop it on the ground.
Okay. Oh, and where are you standing when you do this?
Just around the corner from where they can't see us and we can't see them, but like we're right at the corner.
Okay.
So as soon as they walk around the corner,
so the sound definitely. Yeah, the sound definitely issues a reaction, and you hear in unison all 6 bots speak, and they say, "You have entered a restricted area. Please leave immediately. Failure to do so will result in lethal force to be used. Please leave immediately."
I stay silent and don't move. Like all I did was drop a wrench, so there's a chance that it's not a person there. And then I wait for if they start moving towards. And if I don't, then
they haven't moved.
Yeah,
they just kind of made
I'll
that
lean down. I'll
announcement.
pick up the wrench, and then I'll drop it again.
How many of the robots do we want over here?
Fewer than 6.
Yeah, but is there an ideal number?
Ideally 1. Yeah.
Hey, can one of you come over here?
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, so this is a final warning. You have entered a restricted area. Please leave immediately. Failure to do so will result in lethal force to be used. Please leave immediately.
I'm walking, but could one of you show me the way? I'm lost. I'm walking, though.
Lethal force engaged. Roll initiative.
I'm leaving. I was leaving. I'm walking away. This is bullshit.
Roll initiative.
I'm
whisper.
Just scared.
I whisper.
What was that, Rob?
I whisper to Sigrun. Way louder than I thought it was. I whisper to Sigrun, "Hey, you know how we've talked on like at least 17 different occasions about letting me do the talking?"
I seem to have forgotten that particular.
Yeah, Override's a good talker. You gotta let Override talk. Arlux is being very, very loud.
I must have slipped me mind. I'm sorry, Override. I'm sorry. Sorry. And my empty eye hole is like leaking oil.
Gross.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I hand you a tissue.
Thank you.
How's the volume, people? Is it still pretty good? People in the chat? Like it came on.
By the way,
louder
all the
than I
music
anticipated.
that we have for today's thing is written by our Brian McDonald right here.
I did it. My last name is
Oh.
McDonald. I don't know
You
if
did it.
anyone knows that. I'm gonna go turn on the light real quick because I'm outside and it's getting dark.
It's getting,
So
it is
I'll
getting
be
very
right
dark.
back.
Yeah, I thought you was just mood lighting.
When you guys are ready, go ahead and give me your initiative rolls.
I got a 13 total.
15 for me.
Oh wow. And we will get Brian's when he's back.
And so you know my so that you're aware of what my intention was. I said I was standing right at the corner so that as soon as they walk around, they're in melee with me, and I was basically holding my Eldritch Invocation Network Override. As an action, you can touch a construct and take over its mechanical mind to serve your directives and act as an ally. So that was my intention. I was kind of like waiting there at the
Okay.
door. As soon
Alright.
as they're within melee range, bam, I'm reaching out and grabbing a hold of them and making them mine. Was my intent.
Okay. Totally. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah,
they
it
do
does
not
say
roll
that-
great on initiative.
It does say the construct must be a third of your level or less, so I don't know what... I mean, that's... what am I? I'm at level 3, aren't I? So challenge rating 1.
Oh, the challenge rating for them?
I don't know. It just says a third of your level, so I assume that means challenge rating. And so I don't know if they are
Yeah,
or
we
not.
might have
but-
forgot to add some language in there.
Yeah. So now I'm
Got
just disappointed
12
with a wrench in hand.
12 for me.
So you got 12? Okay, wow. So this is going to go...
15,
Whoops.
13,
It's
12.
going to go Arlox, followed by Overdrive, followed by Sigrun, and then everyone else. So Arlox, you're up. What do you do?
I'm blasting.
Okay, so you're going to step out?
Yeah, I'm stepping out. How far are they? What do I see? I step out from the
So
corner.
they are about 50 feet away. A little bit more. They're more like 60 feet away. The 3 humanoid ones are 70 feet away, while the 3 panther ones are more 60 feet away. Each of them is within... They're like in a... There's 2 line formation. So we have 3 panthers, 3 androids, and then each is within 10 feet of the other. So it's like 1, 10 feet over, we have another, 10 feet over, we have another.
Okay, so if I'm like 6, are they within like 60 feet of me? 'Cause I have a gunner maneuver that I can use called Spray and Pray, in
Nice.
which I hail down a rain of bullets on a 20-foot square, centered on a point I can see in range. So can I?
Okay,
ideally get...
the panther bot line, is about 60 feet in front of you.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to just fire on these panther bots, although that might not be good. They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, here we go. So 20 feet radius, yeah, that's
20
enough to hit all 3. So
20
Yeah,
foot,
I'm just
20
like,
foot square.
20-foot square.
20 foot
Yeah.
square, not 20 foot radius.
Oh,
so
20
it'll
foot
hit-
square.
it'll hit
So
2
can I
of them.
get 2
okay,
of them?
so you'll only be able to
And
hit 2.
Did you say it's a line of 3 and then behind them a line of humans? Like
Yeah,
3
can I
panthers,
get
3 humans?
Can I get 2 panthers, 2
It's
humans?
true. You can
get-
get 2 panthers and a human.
Cool.
Okay, let's do that.
Android, by the way, it's android and philadroid are the
Felidroid.
proper terms.
Nice. Android and
All right.
Felidroid.
So we got a 16 for 1 panther bot. We have a 2 for another, and then we have... Oh god. Okay, so you hit one of the androids, or you hit the android and you hit one of the philadroids.
Yay. Okay, so they take 1d8 plus my strength modifier, piercing damage. Please roll nice for me. No, that was a 2. You're going into dice jail. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 piercing damage. Please.
Well, The good news for you is that these monsters are a type of creature that is going to feature highly in this book called a minion. So any damage that they
Ooh,
take
nice.
instantly defeats them. So both
Yay.
the middle android and the fellow droid on the right hand side both drop.
I did it. I
Nice.
did it. I got him. I got him.
It was
So
like,
next up is, if that completes your turn, the next step would be overdrive.
fine. I guess we're doing it this way then. And I'll peek my head around the corner, and I put my hands out towards it, and then my middle finger drops like this, and then it like detaches and sort of moves back onto my hand, and it opens up like a small hole in where the finger was, and then and the two fingers on either side act as like a rifling of a rifle bullet and shoot the Eldritch Blast down towards one of the closest bots.
I love that shit. Okay.
That's good. usual player rolls. When I'm a dungeon master, I roll pretty well. When I'm a player, I roll utter garbage. So
Isn't that how it goes?
it's how it goes, isn't it? It's how it goes. So that's a 10 total to hit.
Quick question: Did you aim? Oh, I guess it is. Which type of bot did you aim at? There's two fellow droids and two.
I was definitely going
android
for
bots.
the closer ones, which I believe you said were the fellow droids. So one of the fellow droids, probably.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say you go for the middle one. What'd you roll?
10 total.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Yeah. Damn it.
Heavily plated.
And then I'm backing,
hit him
backing
at a
up
bad
around,
angle.
yeah, backing around the wall again.
Okay. Seagrin.
Okay, I want to use the 3rd level feature of my ranger here. Dead or alive, I designate a creature as a bounty, marking them for capture. I can do that in this situation, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Just tell me which one.
Which one looks the worst, I guess? We have one with damage
Well,
on it,
none of
right?
them have been hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
one
they
just got
don't even
taken
have
down.
damage. They go down in a single hit. So
I'll track one of the humanoid ones, and I will
okay.
I'll go ahead and so I gain the following bonuses. My damage increases by my proficiency bonus on a weapon attack, and then I'll go ahead and use the weapon attack. I have a plasma arbalast. I'm going to shoot that bad boy.
All right, give me the roll.
There's what? Oh, it's in the tray. Okay. That's an 18 plus the bonus.
That hits.
Yeah, it's a 5, so that's good. And then I'm gonna do 1d6 plus 3 force for that.
It's a minion, so it goes down no matter what.
Yeah, I just for the sake of
Yeah, go for it. Roll it
dice,
anyway.
I rolled.
I roll my
6,
damage anyway. So
that's a
All
9
right, good job.
total.
yeah, you blast one's face off basically.
Hell yeah! And then once per round, your drone can use its reaction to execute a coordinated strike. So would that be on the same creature? Against the marked creature, yeah. So it's down. So
Yeah.
This didn't come into play now, but I did a good job, so it's all good.
You did. Good job.
Thanks.
We're
All
proud of
right.
you.
Well, that leaves you guys have already taken down half
didn't I?
you guys have taken down half of these security bots. There's 2 Panthers left and 1 android left. And I think Arlox they see is the big threat with that spray and pray. So I think all 3 are going to focus on you, starting with the android that holds up its wrist and lets loose like a spattering of energy blast. Like, this is against AC. It's a 14 plus 4, 18 to AC.
Is my AC exactly?
Okay, you take 4 damage.
Oh no.
They also don't roll on damage. The way I've planned this out is minions will fall into 4 different tiers based off the tier of play, and every tier will have like a designated like locked amount of damage.
Nice. That's good.
And then we have the fellow droids, which I want to see here. They have. Ooh, they can't get to anybody. You guys are really far out. Okay, so they are gonna dash
Far out, dude.
50 feet and get within 10 feet of you, Arlox, but then they're out of movement, so that's gonna be their turn. So next up,
Fucking
yeah.
nerds. Nerds.
I'm
So next up
hit.
is Arlox. You got 2 Panther bots that are like just about to leap, but you get action before they do.
I'm hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit, actually, just a little bit though, so that I can not have to, so that I can get them in my range. And I'm again going to try to do the spray and pray to see if I can hit them both before they hit me. So they need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Well, one of them rolled a 3,
Yay.
and the other rolled an 18.
Oh, that's not right. But I hit one.
Okay, one of them goes down.
Yay. Now we're almost 6 on the D8. Plus 3. 9 damage. Okay. Then that's my turn.
Cool beans. Overdrive, you're up. One Pantherby is, we'll say, 20 feet from you, and the android is still back 70 feet.
All right. I will. Fine. And I'll round the corner. Whoosh. As I'm running, I'm bringing out an ether blade, which I assume is an actual like physical weapon, right? Made of Ethereum. Is that right?
Yeah, it's made out of Ethereum crystal and honed into a blade.
And as I'm bringing it out, whoosh, I rush round the corner, my go-go gadget legs putting on a burst of speed, whoosh, and then I'm getting towards the. You said it was the panther bot that was 20 feet away.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm striking that with my ether blade. Yes, definitely a hit with a 21, I would say.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that hits. How do you kill it?
22 actually, because I've got my my arms on, my arms of alloy. Yeah, I come down below. I judge its jumping. I'm okay at insight, so I'm kind of like insightfully looking at like its momentum and things. It's running like a panther, and as it leaps towards me, I duck below and bring the blade up so that its momentum goes into my blade, and then I put I lean my shoulder into it, so it kind of pushes me back, but it's pushing itself, like splitting it across my blade. And then it lands on either side of me, and I stand up and stare at the other droid. And then I kind of keep I sort of have the blade down behind me, but keep my my arm of alloy in front of my face.
Badass.
If that other android had a soul or feelings, it would be intimidated right now. I will say, just to highlight there, your arms of alloy. One of the cool things about it is it allows you as a warlock to use your charisma instead of strength or dex for your weapon attacks.
Yeah, true.
So for anyone interested in how he's doing what he's doing as a warlock, that's how. All right, one android stands, and it's Sigrun's turn.
I realized, like in the last round, that I'm doing the voice of Dr. Nefario from Despicable Me. And, like,
You are!
It was a total accident. Okay,
I miss being evil. Sorry.
That's exactly
I have
it.
a kid. We both have kids.
Yeah.
We both have kids. I know how it is.
That's like all I'm watching right now is Despicable Me.
Yeah,
too.
same.
Okay,
God,
so
true.
I will dead or alive the next drone because it's just a cool feature. It's sucking up my bonus action right for now, and I will target how many of each are left?
No, there's only one android left.
Yeah, then I will dead or alive that android, and I will arbalast plasma cannon that bad boy again.
Okay, give me a roll.
Oof, that's an 11 total.
That's a miss.
Okay, so once per round, your drone can use its reaction to execute a coordinated strike, granting you advantage on your next attack against the marked creature. So can I do that?
I will let you retcon it so you have advantage on it.
Oh, I see. I have to do it beforehand. Okay, so
Yeah, but I'll Yeah, you're fine. You're still learning the character, so
yeah,
we'll say
that's a cool feature.
we'll say you fire and you miss, and then the senator comes in and like gives
he
the
pushes my
android a little
fucking
zap.
gun. Oh, okay. I thought he like grabs me gently and like corrects my aim.
We can go with that too. I'm okay with either.
Yeah, I'm like firing like a Tommy gun. Like it's like going up into the ceiling.
sen-
You know what I mean?
The senator,
And then
the senator notices that you're rifle blasting and you've got one eye closed, but you've got the one eye that you've got closed. And so the senator just comes along and just goes, "Eh?" And like you're like, oh, that eye, oh yeah, that eye, okay.
it shakes its head and flies over and
I
bumps the
swear.
gun.
Senator lands in your eye socket to give you the eye to actually see with.
That second roll is a 21.
So you hit and you
Yeah.
kill. Good job, Senator.
I rolled another 6 on the damage too. Just burning that. Don't really need it. Thank you, my child.
All right. Fight over. You guys killed 6 minions. Good job.
Nice.
Fanfare.
So again, beyond where these security droids is just this enormous, solid like adamantium steel door that's completely shut. What y'all do?
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope, don't work.
Immediately looking at what sort of lock this would have on it. Physical locks, any locks? Has it got keyhole locks? Has it got keypads?
This one requires an 8-digit passcode.
8-digit passcode.
I'm gonna. On my birthday with year.
No, it was my birthday. Remember?
It's not. It's neither of your birthdays. I'm hacking the system. I can do that. We've been working together for years. How do you not know what I do? walk over to the machine, and I'm gonna.
It always works when we tell you to put in our birthdays.
I'm gonna attempt to hack it, but it might be.
Okay.
Looks like
with
the sort
network
of thing
override.
Might be with auto hack.
Yeah, it is. We'll say it is. Oh yeah, it is out of for auto hack. Yeah, it's out of the
DC. That I can
too
do,
high of a
yeah.
DC for your auto hack.
I figured it would, but it does say that if it exceeds my DC, the auto hack fails, but I'm granted advantage on a subsequent check due to my knowledge of the system's inner workings. So at least I learn a little bit about the system and like what sort of things it would require.
Yeah.
Okay,
go ahead
before
and give me a computers check. Please.
Yeah, that's what I'll do then. Boom. I'm going to do with advantage because of the systems. That's good. That's an 11 on the dice. Plus, is computers one of the skills?
Yes, it's intelligence based.
I'm not proficient in it then, but I have a
Are you proficient?
intelligence. No, I'm proficient in cybernetics specifically, but not computers.
That's different, yeah.
So intelligence is a +1, so 12 total.
That is not enough.
No, I'll realize this locks too much for me. And then I'm gonna look down to the dead Autobot guard bot by my feet, the android, and I'm gonna lift one of them up and kind of plonk him against the wall and start checking him out to see if he's got any systems that I can hack into or use, or see if he's got like a code on the inside of his whatever.
Sure. So I'll say right now, like all the bots, they're non-functioning. But with your cybernetics skill, along with, I think you have, all 3 of you have different kits. Like you have the drone bot kit, Seagram, you have your blaster kit, Arlox, and I believe you have a cybernetics kit.
Yeah, I think so.
Overdrive. Between the 3 of you, I'll accept a group cybernetics check to get one back online temporarily in a limited fashion.
All right, team, hands together.
I have expertise. I was going to say it in character. That wouldn't be a very in character thing to say. Just in the middle of, like, I'm just looking at a robot, and then I'm like, I have expertise in cybernetics.
Wait now.
So cybernetics is intelligence based.
I will say you don't have to let them help. You can try and do it yourself if you want.
Is cybernetics? Yeah, is cybernetics an intelligence based thing?
Yes, it's intelligence based as well.
Cool. So I would have a +5 to the roll. I feel like you guys wouldn't, from how you've been acting as these characters, I don't think that you have the greatest of intelligence.
No, I'm rocking a -1, my guy,
Yeah,
and I'm leaning in.
So
+1.
So I figured they may not be super helpful. I think I'll just try and get one back online myself.
Right.
I'm wise as hell. I'm so wise.
All right. Overdrive is doing it himself. Go for it.
I look to them. I'm like, I've spent some time in like garages and chop shops and stuff, so I'm like almost in the habit of asking for help, and then I look around and remember who I'm with, and I'm like, no, I can do it.
I'm gonna start a chant to bring up your morale. Oh, drive.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's the chanting helped. Obviously, that's the only reason. I got a 23. 23.
Oh yeah. You get it back online. It can't use its it can't use its weapons. You go out of your way to make sure it can't use its weapons.
Yeah. All right.
But its speaking capabilities are back on, and it's a secure bot back online, and then it's scanning for designated employee. No designated employee found. Systems are locked.
I will. I don't know if you know the Star Wars one, but like the Vulcan mind meld thing with the different pressure points and the pinch points on the face and things. I reach out and I do that, and then some of my fingertips kind of like spread out like little tiniest little wires that sort of sprout from the edges of them, kind of like this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man where he zooms right in and you see the hair follicles. It's kind of like that, but on a wire level as it starts to fasten into its face. I'm hacking into it and I'm using network override now. Touch a construct and take over its mechanical mind.
Yes, that's one of your invocations.
Yeah.
Can we do like a Fast and Furious where the camera like moves through the engine of the car? You know what I mean? Like it's moving through the like channel of data.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like that's the scene that we're getting. I'm not going to describe it, but that's what we're getting.
The Tobey Maguire like hair follicle thing reminded me of that. It was like so fucking zoomed in.
So you're in luck. This is a pretty low level construct. It is of an appropriate challenge rating, and you are able to override its security feed, and now it will listen to your commands.
Oh, is that why they call him Override?
That you were only just realizing. By all of the gods, Arlax, by all of the gods, I swear to them all. Listen, Secure Bot, we need to get through this door. You need to give us the code.
The security bot gives you the code. Again, it's an 8-digit code, and it is actually Sigrun's birthday. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, I look at
it's very weird, but
it's the day month year.
I look at my drone. I look at the senator, and I look at the drone, and I look at Over, and I say, I'm like, you gotta say please. Like nervous, like my drone is like looking at both of us. Like you have to say please when you asked it.
I don't.
When you,
I don't. I literally don't have to. I have control of its mind. Like I can control it. Like it's dominated entirely by me now. So I don't need to say anything. I barely even need to say anything at all because I'm connected to its mind. I don't tell you how to do your job.
I mean, it's polite.
Please leave me alone.
It's.
I go to Arlox. I'm like, I told you it was my birthday.
I take it you open the door.
Yes, I'm putting in the code to the door, and then I'm also asking this guy after I put in the code and the door starts to slide open. I say, "What do you know of? When was the last time you saw people enter this door? And if I can access any kind of memory."
You cut out there. When was the last time you saw people what?
Enter this door. Go through this door. When I'm asking the bot when he saw people last.
Last interaction was 3 months ago.
Right. So as soon as they lost call, it was like an instant thing. It's not like they were hunkering down for 3 months and protecting themselves against whatever it was. Things have been dormant and missing for 3 months.
Yep. So you put in the code, and an engine inside of the walls begins to whir as the massive heavy metal sealed door begins to open. Groaning and creaking, the gateway opens gradually but steadily. When finally opened, the new portal reveals a surprisingly large tram station. There are multiple trams docked. The station is designated for constant traffic with 10 docks, all connected to a quadruple railed track leading down into the asteroid.
Quadruple rail track.
I send the senator to go down there.
Okay, do you have the senator just explore the tram station, or do you have the senator go down into the actual the tram shaft, if you will?
I want to scope the station first, because like the first logical thing seems to be like look for life or robots, and then I would probably go into the nooks and crannies of this place afterwards. I have a cool drone feature that I overlooked on my last use of the drone called Nanoweave Stealth. The drone bot can turn invisible until it attacks or until it is knocked unconscious.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have it be fucking invisible, because why not?
Yeah, because why not? All right, yeah. The senator explores the tram station. I guess the only thing of note here is that the power seems to be on in this area and functioning, and there is no life.
Nothing in there.
Arlox is gonna get in the tram and sit down, and I'm strapping my gun in the seatbelt. Safety first. I'm gonna wait.
If it helps, well, I have another.
So you just hopped into a tram. I love it.
If it helps, I have another feature on my drone called telescopic sight. The drone bot has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. That's more for the shaft, if anything.
Okay, so you send the senator down to the shaft?
Yeah, I think that's the next thing I want to do.
Okay. So how far are you willing to send the senator before calling it back?
Man, that's a good question. I'm approaching this like dropping a rock down a well and like listening for when it hits the bottom, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I send it like 100 or 200 feet, let's call it 100 feet without like any sign of light or anything down at the end of the shaft, or like anything at all, I'll just recall it back after that.
Well, the shaft is mildly lit by emergency lights, just like orange emergency lights that are kind of always on. But the active power doesn't seem to be currently on right now. The senator goes down to the shaft and doesn't detect anything inordinate in the tramway.
Who's the baddest scout around? Shaft.
I was picturing the shaft where Darth Maul like fell down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not a vertical shaft. It's like at a 30-degree angle.
Oh, okay. So I'm picturing the shaft.
Otherwise that would be the most terrifying tram ride ever.
That's true.
That's so true.
Do you guys remember when Darth Maul fell down that 30-degree angled shaft?
He just awkwardly rolled the whole way.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll just report back to the crew and be like, so what now?
Arlox is gonna pat the seat on the tram next to me.
I guess tram it is.
Oh man, I think I lost audio. Give me a second, guys.
I hack into William's audio and
Yeah, we zoom through the Zoom call, like, microscopic zoom in. We see all the data. We fix the problem.
pixels, the matrix code.
I was thinking about the Matrix earlier because I always am thinking about it. But
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. My Arbalast pistol looks like the one that like they use in the ships. It's like a big like lightning charge up and fire.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great. Yeah.
How you guys in the chat doing? I am keeping up with
there
the
you
chat.
are.
I'm just
I
not
can hear you
interacting.
guys again.
You can hear us again.
You're interrupting the
about that,
chat
guys.
talk.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Unplug your computer. No, I'm just kidding.
How
Get
dare you.
out of here.
Okay, so where do we leave
Hi,
off?
chat.
Shaft was empty. Are you guys getting on a tram? What's
Yep.
going on?
Tram in it. I feel like there's no other option.
Okay.
We sort of reluctantly get on this tram and we're like, well, if things died about 3 months ago, there's a good chance that whatever it did killed them has either dissipated or it's disappeared or it's died as well, starvation, whatever it was. So
Arlox is very excited for this tram ride.
T for tram.
So-
Let's go.
keep your hands and
Starting
legs
the-
inside the tram at all times. Keep seated.
Indeed. So starting the tram is very little trouble for you guys, as the operating room will be both fully operational and powered. And when you guys start the system, it causes a visible blue electric current to run down the tram line above the tram. And it ends up kind of lighting up the entire, not only station in this kind of soft blue light, but down into the shaft itself. And you guys have no problem operating as well. It essentially has a go and a stop button, with a few other doohickeys. And you guys head on your way down this 30-degree angled shaft. According to the onboard computer of the tram, you guys are set to arrive at the mine side tram station in the next 30 minutes or so. You guys are probably cruising at a cool 45, 50 miles per hour, I would say. Yeah. So is there anything you guys want to do while you guys are rolling?
I mean, space kilometers per hour.
Space kilometers, yeah, absolutely.
Space kilometers.
What
It's like
color
not
is
like
the
They're
nautical
exactly the
miles.
same as Earth kilometers, if
Like
I knew them.
Like
But
nautical
in
miles.
space.
What color is the senator?
I was thinking like a bronze.
Okay. Secret. I spy with my dope ass eyes something that is bronze.
I only use the drone to look for something bronze. I'm not seeing anything. The tram's like a charcoal gray. So it's not that, right? It's not the tram. All right, let me look around. I'm looking at Overdrive with the senator.
You
The
see
senator's,
Overdrive just
in
like
your face.
Yeah, you see Overdrive just like trying his best to just keep his eyes closed. He's trying to have a short rest. Essentially, he's just like having a little nap,
Yeah,
or like,
you're
not a nap, but like meditation. Essentially, just chilling out. He goes in. His life tends to be in periods of high adrenaline octane, and then like moments of like this, where he's like, "Well, I can't do anything for half an hour. Let's try and catch a couple of Zeds." It's making it very difficult because there's a drone in my face.
I'm looking at Arlock to like see where they're looking to see if I can get a hint.
Arlox is looking very obviously in the opposite direction of the senator.
I don't know. This is driving me crazy.
After like 7 guesses, I'm just without opening my eyes. I'm like, it's Senator! It's Senator, you idiot! It's Senator! It's the only bronze thing that any of us have. We don't use bronze. Bronze is not a good metal for the. It's Senator.
Oh my god.
And that's not even how you play I Spy. It's not you spy something bronze. You spy something beginning with a letter. How do you not know how to play?
I'm so embarrassed. I've always played I Spy with the color.
I have a question for you guys, or specifically for Overdrive. Did you take the security bot with you guys?
No. I
Okay.
I
You left
needed
it
needed him for the information and then left him.
All right, cool. So about 15 minutes into this journey, the tram lurches to a stop. The first sign before it actually does is the source of the. Oh, hold on. Actually, no. Let me wreck on that. So roughly 15 minutes into the journey, an alert appears on the onboard computer. Power levels are failing. The electrical charge along the tram line begins to flutter violently. Emergency stop initiated. The tram lurches to a halt. The electric line above you doesn't fully go out, but it does thin to a barely visible band that sporadically sparks a light before dimming again.
Of course. And you guys got a power source on you, or electricity spells, or?
No, but I have a word of advice. Because I had heard, and I didn't say, that they say that this shaft is one bad mother. Sorry, that's a deep cut from the Shaft theme song.
Yeah, I got it.
No, I don't. I don't have that. I have a light on the senator. Light up, senator. And I assume there's like a flashlight or something on this thing.
It does. Absolutely. No problem.
Oh, it turns into like a disco ball.
That's really inappropriate. That's just super inefficient for a light source.
Sorry, that's the only way it spreads it out everywhere. You want me to focus direct light?
It's
and
fine.
I'll
I don't
focus
need it.
the-
I don't need it. I can see. It's you guys that are the problem. I can see fine in darkness.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have devil sight.
Yeah.
The senator has dark vision.
All right. You guys come in then. Unbuckle myself from the tram and start climbing out the front of it onto the tracks.
Do I have dark vision because I'm a tiefling?
Tieflings usually have dark vision, I think.
Do you
Like,
have dark
like-
vision? What?
Oh, normal vision. Tieflings, are you saying?
You're tiefling. You have dark vision. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's what I
everybody
was
has
just asking. Yeah.
As long as you're not
So
human.
I'm good.
Oh, sorry. You cut out, man. You cut out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was just double checking. So everybody's got dark vision. This is 5th edition. All right.
It's 5th edition. Everybody's got dark vision. And
Welcome to 5e.
And I've
Hey,
got-
take a shot.
I've got
Yeah.
superior dark
I
vision.
think I will.
Dark vision for everyone.
All right, so what's the plan here? You guys just marching down the shaft?
Walking the rest of the shaft. Yeah, gotta head out in that direction, like somebody who's forgotten to fuel up and then has to do the walk of shame with the jerry can.
So you guys get to walking, and maybe 5 minutes pass as you guys are. The shaft begins to kind of curve to the right while continuing its downward descent. Everyone, give me a perception check.
All right.
I'm gonna take advantage for my drone.
Okay.
I decided.
Right, I can do that, right?
Sure.
Perception.
Cool.
I got a nice strong 2.
Ooh.
I got a 21.
Oh, excellent. You were the droid.
The droid. Should I make one as well for just?
Yeah, I would make one for you as well.
Okay. Numbers that. That's a 13 plus my mod, and my mod is plus 2. But wait, perception? Yeah, plus 4 then. So 17.
Very nice. Orlox?
19.
Oh shit. Okay. So everyone but Overdrive. You guys all hear something above the echoing steps of you guys marching down this tunnel, and it's like a crackling, sparking sound. And it's from further down the tunnel, which again it keeps bending to the right. You guys can't see the source of the sound, but you do hear it coming up.
Echoing steps can only be one character.
Anyone with feet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although that
It sounds like someone's approaching.
What?
I don't like
It does not sound like someone's approaching.
What are you
Oh,
talking
does it? I thought they were coming towards
No.
us. Sorry.
No. You hear like a crackling, snapping sound.
Oh.
Yeah. The steps are you guys.
Oh, my bad. I got confused.
Yeah.
Does anyone hear that? It sounds like someone's eating a right bowl of Rice Krispies down there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, the cereal.
Nope, I'm not with you.
Snap, crackle. All right.
What
It's
Space
Space Krispies. What are you talking about?
Space Krispies?
Space Krispies.
Crack
Just
Rice
snap.
Krispies.
space
You're
in
talking
front of
about
everything.
crack
In
snapple and pop.
space. Yes, yeah.
Crack
You know
snapple
those-
and pop. Space Krispies. Yeah.
You know the 3 elves that make the cereal?
Yeah. The high elf, the drow, and the wood elf.
Yes.
Crack
them.
snapple and pop. Yeah.
Those don't exist in this universe.
They do now. They're gonna be in the Kickstarter.
They don't, but
They're
okay.
gonna be in the
They're
Kickstarter.
They're no.
Extra
there's
supplemental
not, no.
content. We're gonna just Brian and me. Brian and me is gonna write just a supplemental content that's just unaffiliated.
I'm gonna sneak a bunch of like fake product placement into the back of the book.
Stretch goal, yeah, stretch goal.
So I have an engineering skill, which
Okay.
gives me some proficiency in checks relating to the history or origin of manufactured machines. Is this Rice Krispie sound something machine related that I can like?
Go ahead and give me a roll.
All right.
Yeah, give me a roll.
Which skill is engineering related to, or I mean, which stat? I don't know if it's
That intelligence.
intelligence.
Strength.
Oh, that's why I have the +1 strength of my brain.
Percussive maintenance. Whack whack.
That's a 19. 19 for my engineering check.
You got it? Oh, 19.
Mhm.
Very good. It doesn't sound machine-like in source, but it is a familiar sound of like an extremely like unstable energy source, or like a hot wire that's shorting out and cracking.
Ooh, there's a hot wire up ahead. Get your rubber gloves out.
Huh. Okay.
Well, the senator is insulated against light electricity, so maybe he can go take a look.
Do it.
I send the senator to go take a look.
You're
Okay.
Senator.
You send the senator around the bend, And about 200 feet down, the senator spies something rather bizarre. So on the ceiling of the tramway is an enormous green arachnid-like creature. Its exoskeleton has a crystal-like texture to it and has a small head with two large gem-like eyes and a four-jawed mandible clenched onto the tramway electric line. Its massive abdomen is semi-translucent, and inside crackling blue electricity can be seen.
Ooh. Now my drone doesn't have like any capabilities other than like spying and like it has an attack.
It has a jolt dart, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the thing I do here. I wouldn't just like shoot this shit, right?
How big is it? Did you say? What size categories?
It is of the large category, so it is, we'll say, yeah, like 15 feet by 15 feet, but 10 feet by 10 feet, I guess is.
Are we in? By the way, artwork-wise, are we still in the warehousey artwork, or are we in the spacecraft tunnels?
Yeah, I didn't really have one for this section, so
Sweet.
we can stay in this one for now. Yeah.
What are you seeing? What do your tiefling eyes see?
I'll just relay. I'll relay the info from the drone.
Yeah. As a ranger, you've heard of creatures like this. This is a type of creature known as a chrysonid, and this specific species is commonly referred to as a Voltic stalker.
Voltic stalker.
Stalker. That sounds awesome.
Does it look killable?
I mean, it looks fightable.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Voltic Stalker. So this is a large creature. Sorry, can I get a brief description of it again? I think I missed some things.
Yeah. Let me see here. Enormous green arachnid-like creature.
Ooh.
It's on the ceiling. Its exoskeleton has a crystal-like texture to it and has a small head with two large gem-like eyes and a four-jawed mandible clenched onto the tramway electric line. Its massive abdomen is semi-translucent, and inside crackling blue electricity can be seen.
Right. Yeah, I think we kill this thing. This is not something that we should have around. Have we come across Voltic Stalkers before, like in game, or no? Are they a common thing? Are they an uncommon thing?
They're common enough. You guys have heard of them. They're like they are extremophile insectile creatures that can live in the vacuum of space, but generally they do so in like a dormant state. They tend to infiltrate, more. They tend to infiltrate like civilized areas and try and breed. Most of them feed off different energy types. This one specifically feeds off electricity.
Yeah. All right. We got a stalker problem. I don't think that would be enough to drive the entire colony away, but unless we got a big colony of them. All right.
It's so hard to get rid of.
You would say it's probably also
you only see one of them, right?
Yeah, I only see the one.
It's another clear sign that this place hasn't been manned in a while, because normally sweeps would prevent things like this from growing.
Yeah.
I think we could just kill it.
Yeah, we could just kill this thing.
I'm gonna pull out my super kinetic weapon and blast it. It's time.
This is fucking Danny DeVito from Always Sunny over here.
Yeah, I am. So I started blasting.
It's hard to hear you guys.
Oh no.
Bill's audio keeps getting worse as this show goes on.
I don't know why it's so bad for you. You seem to have lag behind the rest of us.
I'm sorry. I probably have a really bad internet connection. I should have gone to the studio, but it didn't work out.
Is what it is.
Yeah, it's probably on my end. Okay, so from what I got, Arlock started blasting.
Yep. I'm a blast. It's got a blast.
Okay, cool. To do that, you would have had to get within 50 feet because of the curvature of the shaft. But yes. I think you can do that, and then give me a stealth check to see if you can get that surprise round in.
Oh, okay. I'm not stealthy, but let's go. What is that? That is a 3. 3.
Okay, so unfortunately you don't get the surprise round in, so we will roll initiative.
Is I probably started just like as I'm running and shooting. I'm not even trying to be sneaky.
All right, my initiative is I cannot roll well as a player at all. That is a 6 total. Which makes sense, because I was expecting to
Okay.
come up with some kind of a plan, and instead Arlox starts running in and... Bah, 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 bah.
Right? Cool.
I got a 10.
Okay.
While we're rolling initiative, everybody, don't forget, the reason for this one-shot is to promote Draken Star setting with my friends here at the Dungeon Cast. Check it out in the Kickstarter. There's a link in the chat.
And
Thank you very much for everybody who's popping into the chat. I see you. I'm reading your comments. I'm just not able to respond and interact too much. Don't want to ruin the flow.
Yeah, I had a comment come in that you posted into the chat, Rob.
Yeah,
I think that was in reference to the drone shooting the creature here.
right. Yes, Gaming
do it.
Gears wanted something.
Do it. I don't know what Disenchanted is.
Disenchanted. It's the Matt Groening one, like
Disney
Simpsons and
movie.
Futurama. No,
Ah.
that's just Enchanted.
oh no, it's that one.
Disenchanted is the
Yeah, you're right.
fantasy setting Futurama.
Yeah, well, you're thinking of Enchanted.
Disenchanted
I
is
am.
the sequel that's coming out soon.
Oh gosh.
Oh, is it
okay.
actually?
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
But-
See, I
Yeah.
wasn't entirely wrong. Sigrun, what was your initiative roll?
15.
Okay, so none of you guys beat the Voltic Stalker.
Great.
And just to be clear, my drone is
Yeah.
back with me. I didn't want to risk the senator all alone.
Yeah,
Especially
that's
after you
totally
so,
fine.
so aptly described the curvature of the shaft.
So the Voltic Stalker hears Arlox coming, immediately stops feeding off the tramline electricity and charges. And so it's actually going to remain on the ceiling, actually. And you guys are 50 feet away. It can get to you guys. Okay, so it's going to move 40 feet forward, staying on the ceiling. And then it's going to release and drop down. Right when it drops down, its entire body is going to begin to crackle with that blue energy, the electricity, and suddenly a burst discharges from it. I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man.
Oh, good. Thankfully. All right.
I haven't thought about con at all.
19.
Good, you passed.
Oh no. I got a 12.
You passed.
Whoa.
I got 8.
You did not pass.
Of course I didn't.
The senator
Okay,
gets
so-
a 14.
Okay, it passed. Ooh, I just rolled 15, and then I have to roll another d8, and I rolled a 1. So 16. So, Arlox, you take 16 lightning damage.
Oh, Jesus.
The other two of you take 8. Arlox, you are also stunned until the end of the Voltic Stalker's next turn.
Oh no.
And I will look up the stun for 5e.
It's a pretty nasty thing. You don't want to be stunned.
I'm going to try to. My internet is so bad.
I got you. It's right.
Does anyone have stun on
Yeah,
hand?
I got
'Cause-
you.
yeah.
I got you. Stun. You are incapacitated. Means you can't take actions or reactions. You cannot move. You can speak, but only falteringly. You will automatically fail all strength and dexterity saving throws, and you give advantage against anything that attacks you.
Perfect.
You're all stunned.
Okay.
Now, Will, is my drone
Yes.
taking that damage as well?
Yes.
Okay, so it says that my drone bot has a maximum HP increase by my wisdom modifier plus my proficiency bonus, which would increase it by
Mhm.
4. My drone sheet says it has 7 HP. So does that mean I actually have 11 HP?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. The senator lives.
For now.
All right. So that's its turn. Next up is Sigrun.
I guess it's time to decide if I'm taking you dead or alive. And I activate the dead or alive feature again.
Bon Jovi starts playing.
Yeah. Very good. And then I will use my let's use my whip. My coalescent whip.
Now watch me whip.
This is finesse with the reach of 10 feet. So I'll get within 10 feet of it if I'm able, and I will use my whip.
Okay. Now your coalescent whip is essentially, it's a whip with electronics integrated in it, and hot or wires that go all along its entire body, and they heat up when you turn it on, and they glow like an orange red glow. And so this
Cool.
whip does fire damage.
Yes. So I was thinking I could shoot I could use like a whip motion to shoot a like fixture off the end of the like a baton looking thing. It'll like fire off, and if it connects, the like magnets will activate that will like cause these the actual whip to like connect to it. Does that make sense? Did I
No, it
describe
makes
that
sense. So I
accurately?
mean, your range still remains 10 feet, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, like it doesn't look like a
Kinda
whip
like a
until it
taser.
connects. Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that one, I'm gonna use the. So if I don't use my once per round, your drone bot uses its reaction to execute coordinated strike. Does that mean my drone bot can also attack if I don't do that?
I think it can attack. It acts after your initiative is over, and you're only using a reaction to get that extra that advantage.
You're
So
right.
it still has its action.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and it acts on my initiative, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and use that
On your
just
initiative,
in
that's right,
case. Yeah, because there's no reason not to. Because I rolled a 2, so I'm gonna roll with my advantage attack. That's a 13 plus 5 for 18.
That hits.
Cool. Rolled a 2 plus 3 fire damage. So that's 5 fire damage total for my whip.
Okay.
And then let's see. Oh, actually, on a weapon attacks, my damage should increase by my proficiency bonus. So please add 2 more to that.
You got it.
And then my drone will use the shock dart. Range weapon attack plus 5 to hit with a range of 20 feet. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That's a 19 plus the 5 is 24.
That hits.
And that's going to do 5 or 1d4 plus 3 lightning damage. Would you prefer me to roll it, or would you rather just hit the 5?
So it doesn't matter because this thing's immune to lightning damage.
That makes so much sense.
And then also the electricity that the dart fires into it, you can see that its body kind of like shivers as it absorbs it, and its abdomen begins to glow in a way that it did before it did discharge burst.
Good job. Yeah, good job.
So
Yeah.
you have recharged
Yeah,
its
good job.
discharge
Yeah,
burst.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. She's
No.
good. Good job. Yeah, good. Yep. Definitely
No.
looked at my abilities and went electropulse. You conjure an electromagnetic pulse. Nah, that's not going to help against this thing that's firing lightning damage.
Senator, why have you betrayed us?
Top 10 anime betrayal from the Senator right there.
No. These politicians, you can't trust them.
Can't trust him.
You see the camera kind of whips around to overdrive, and he just the hardest face palm
style, like-
strikes down his face.
Okay, well,
God.
if that is all, Seeger, it'll be Arlox's turn.
That is all.
I believe I'm stunned until the next turn of.
So you don't
the
get any action at all?
thing. I can speak, right?
Yeah, you can speak.
That's all I can do. I think, yeah, because I'm stunned until the spider thing's next
Don't-
turn, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, it is Overdrive's turn.
Does she get to repeat the save at the end of the turn or not?
Well, it ends, so she doesn't need
ends,
to,
okay,
to save because it'll end. Yeah.
Well, we know that it's immune to lightning, but not necessarily thunder. They go hand in hand sometimes, but not always. I'm gonna try it. So I will. Overdrive will start moving forwards towards it, getting up to as close as possible, and not having any allies on the other side of it for what he's about to try. He will specifically get around the side of it so that behind it is like because we're on tracks. We're on like tram tracks. Yeah. Do the tram tracks? Are we like over a fall, or are we like in a tunnel? Like. What's behind outside of either side of the tram?
You're in
tracks?
like a cylindrical tunnel. A cylindrical tunnel. By the way, the track is on the ceiling.
Oh, the track is on the ceiling. The tram tracks. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, so it's not going to go anywhere. In that case, I'll just be dead on down the tube of the cylinder, essentially, up against it, and without my friends behind it, ideally. If I can get in those circumstances, then as I'm moving, you see me starting to cast a spell, but it looks like a bunch of plates open up in my body, and fans on the inside, like a CPU cooling system, start bringing in air to my body. But they don't actually. They're bringing in air, but not expending it on the other side as well. So instead of cooling me down, it's just filling me with air. You can see my joints starting to stretch a little bit, and I'm starting to grow just by nature of filling a little bit. And then at the last second, this like plating opens up from my chest, and like nanobot style just gets larger than it should be able to, and forms basically like a solar sail around me. And then all of a sudden, my chest opens up and allows all that built up air outwards, and I cast Thunder Wave. Boom! Backwards as all of this expended air and this is blasted out the front of me and tries to knock this guy back. He must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 13.
I rolled an 8.
Doesn't have a +5. So that'll fail, and you'll take 2d8 thunder damage, but I'm casting it at second level because I'm a warlock, so that's 3, 4, 5, that's 7, that's 12 points. 12 points of damage, and is pushed 10 feet back. 12 points of thunder damage, and is pushed 10 feet back from me. Hopefully off of the ceiling and off of the rail and all that.
Well done. Well, it's not on the ceiling anymore because it came down to do that discharge burst. But yeah, you definitely push it 10 feet, we'll say, up against like the left-hand wall or something like that. Or further down the shaft, depending on like where you were further located.
Down the shaft. And then immediately upon discharging it, the solar panel kind of stuff back into my body.
I love it. By the way, if anyone's interested in these classes, these subclasses, I should say, and any of the monsters, both featured here and also other early access monsters, we actually have a free PDF on the Kickstarter. Go ahead and go to drakenstar.com. It should be near the top of the page, and you can download a PDF with all this stuff in the book for free. Oops. That being said, it's the Voltic Stalker's turn, and I mean he got a free discharge burst, so he's going to use it. He's going to actually no. You hit him pretty hard. Mm-hmm. I think his predatorial instinct is going to be to focus fire now, and so he's going to rush you overdrive, and he's going to double bite you.
Nice.
So first bite.
AC
is a 20 to AC.
Yep.
The second bite is a 14 to AC.
14 just hits.
Oh shit. Okay. Here we go.
If only I'd gone for the other of my invocations. If I'd have been nanoplate fortification, I would have had an 18 AC. Alas.
8, 9, 10. So 7 piercing damage plus 3 lightning damage for the first bite. For 10 total. And we're looking at 4 piercing damage plus 3 lightning damage for the next one.
Okay.
So 7. So 17 total to you. That's its turn.
There's huge chunks of the kind of like in Terminator. There's huge chunks of the flesh of my I've got so many cybernetic enhancements that it's hard to know which parts are actually bionic anymore. But there's huge chunks of it that are torn away, and I've got wires exposed, and I'm kind of twitching a little bit. Not looking good.
Guys, I think my internet's messing up.
No, that's me.
That's funny.
All right. So next up is Sigrun.
Okay. I feel bad about last turn. It didn't go well. But I'm worried about overdrive.
I'll be fine.
It's worse. It's worse than I thought. I'm gonna. I'm trying to. I have to be close to. I can't really do anything about this yet. I think what I have to do is I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. It's gonna be like a very digital looking like scope that starts very big and then like closes in around the creature.
Mm-hmm.
So creature I can see within range. You choose a creature, mystically mark it. So spells I deal an extra d6, right? So let me go ahead and whip it again, because fire seemed to work on it. And I will use my, let's see, I'll use my drone's reaction to give myself coordinated strike advantage on this. Good thing, because that was a 9. And that's an 18 plus 5. So
that hits.
I'll go ahead and roll my damage. 6 damage plus 3, so 9 fire damage.
Nice. And then did you roll your Hunter's Mark die too?
Oh, that's right, the d6. The spell I just cast. Let me see. It is a d6, right, for the lowest level cast of it?
I do believe so.
What spell's that?
1d6 damage. So 9 plus 5. So that's 14.
No shit.
Pretty good.
Wait. You just rolled 14 total with everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Math. Okay. Yeah, this thing's looking really banged up at this point. It's starting to twitch almost as much as Overdrive is. Next up is Arlox, who's no longer stunned.
Yay. Okay, so Arlux is gonna like shake it off because that was unpleasant, and then I'm going to second wind because my HP is very low. So we're gonna heal 1d10 plus my fire level, which is 3. So that is 6 total, which helps a little bit, I guess. And then I'm also gonna action surge so that I can do my attack. And I'm going to use my super kinetic big gun, and I'm going to use another gunner maneuver that I can do once per turn, which reduces my speed in half, but I don't think I need to move very far anyways. When this one is focused fire, so I'm going to make an attack roll at advantage when I zero in on a single target. So please roll nice dice. I love you so much. Okay, good. Yeah, that was a 1, but then a 16 plus 3 is 19. Oh no, plus 7. That's 23?
Yeah, that hits.
Yay! Okay, so this one does 2d8 plus 3 piercing. Where's my d8s? Yay! Dice. 6, 7, 13, plus 3, 16.
How do you want to kill this thing?
Ooh, I feel like my second wind was like a Super Saiyan kind of thing, where I'm just like
Yes.
and then I just blast him. I just blast it.
All right, you gun it down. It's like, go ahead.
It goops, or it like explodes in a.
Yeah, I was
all the
gonna say it's like a
charged up
scene
lightning.
from Starship Troopers when they kill the bugs and it's just like goop everywhere.
I love it. I'm
Like
just
the
shouting.
electric
Okay, cool.
shoes
We'll go with
from
that.
Breath of the Wild, just exploding. That's great.
Yeah. All right, you guys have killed the Voltic Stalker, and I mean this happened earlier once the Stalker stopped eating the tram line's electricity, but the power of the tram shaft is back on and operating appropriately. So theoretically, the tram should operate as it should if you guys go back to it.
We should
okay.
we should move back to the back. We should move back to the tram. We need to.
I just can't. I simply cannot. And I cast Cure Wounds
We need to
on Overdrive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that like a D8? A D8 plus something?
D8 plus my spellcasting mod. So let me roll a D8. That's a 4, not too bad. My spellcasting modifier is based off wisdom, so that should be a 4, right? Does that sound right? No, wait.
Yeah, no, your spellcasting mod is probably plus 2 or 3.
Is it? What's the formula for that? I'm forgetting.
For
off the
cure
top of my
wounds,
head.
1d8 plus
Yeah.
your spellcasting modifier. You're
Yeah,
a ranger, so it's wisdom. So it's your wisdom modifier.
Yeah.
That's it, just the wisdom. So it is a plus 2 to that. Yeah. So 6.
So
6
6.
total. Excellent. Thank you very much. I was on 2 hit points. I am now on 8 hit points. You walk over, and I'm like, we need to get back in the, and then you just find a little button on my chest that says Control Shift Escape, and it brings up like a task manager in my
Nice.
bionic eye, and you just like close programs, force restart, and then my eyes go a blue screen, boom, and I just stop for a second, and then
I like that.
boom. Alt F4, yeah, and then I'm back in. Oh, shit. Thank you. Oh, that was closer than I would have liked. Still.
You are welcome.
Ow. Ah, crap. I'm going to have to fix that. Ah, you know how hard it is to get custom parts? Ah, my jaw has lost. I'm never going to find it. I've
Now,
lost one of the screws.
just so you all know, based off how I'm feeling and the things I've done so far, I could probably pop off maybe one more magic thing.
Yeah, me too. I could do the sit down for a bit. Do we want to
I
just
want
sit
a
in the
nap.
tram for like an hour? I mean, they've been gone for 3 months. What's an hour going to do, right?
Oh yeah, they're
That's
dead.
that's not a bad point.
Certainly.
Let's
All
let's
right,
get
so
back
you
to
guys
the
want to
tram.
take a short rest in the tram?
Yeah, just go
Yeah.
and sit down in the
Yes,
tram and
please.
tend wounds a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your hit dice as you please. Let me know when you guys are ready.
We can roll as many of them as we want.
Yeah, I believe so. What, you have 3 each, right?
Yep, 3 each.
What about drone bot? How do we address healing that?
Good question. I think you can work on him with your kit. I don't know if we wrote it down.
Okay,
Oh my God.
so.
I rolled 3d8 and I got 2 2s and a 3.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it has its own hit die. Trying to get the details here. Hold up. Where's your drum bot? There it goes. 2d4 plus 2. So it's 2d4, it looks like. Hit die.
Okay, I will roll them both probably. Well, that's a 6, so I'll just roll them both because I think we all took 8 damage,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
I took
Are we good with a
16.
short break during this short rest?
Yeah,
I'm cool
yeah,
with
that sounds good.
Okay, short break. We'll be right back.
Alright. We'll be right back. 5-10 minutes, guys. Go stretch your legs, get yourself some drinks and snacks and other things, and we will be starting again soon. Bye.
We will all short rest.
Friends, fans, and fine folk, grab your space drinks and space snacks and come back down for the second half of Draken Star one shot. Hello, everyone! Is it working? It is not working. Why did that not work? Hello, everyone! Second time's the charm. We're in. Welcome back to the second half of this one shot in Draken Star, the science fantasy setting of the dungeon casts. William Stack, you want to give us a little plug for the Kickstarter that we're promoting today?
Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this science fantasy adventure and want more things like it, you can check out drakenstar.com and go ahead and support the Kickstarter. We're 90% funded, so we just need a little bit of a push to get to that full fund. I think we have a week left on this Kickstarter, so we'd appreciate any help or any backing anyone wants to give us. And if you're interested in something now that you don't have to wait for, we actually have a preview of everything being featured in this adventure, plus a lot more. And it's also on drakenstar.com on the Kickstarter page. You should be able to download the PDF for free.
Excellent. And if I may, just one more plug as well. The
Everyone
Kickstarter is fantastic, but you should also just check out the Dungeon Cast podcast if you haven't already. Fantastic podcast from these guys.
Well, thank you.
Genuinely, I've been a fan of it since before I started doing Dungeons and Dragons as a career. So I do genuinely recommend it myself. And check out Superquest Saga, set in this same world but 300 years prior to this.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we work hard on our stuff, and it's nice to.
It's good to get recognition.
See people checking it out. Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, let's crack back in. I'm healed up after my short rest on the tram. I've managed to patch myself up. I've got a bunch of the like space gel that I'll put across the wounds, and it makes the bionic kind of network again. I've got patches where I don't have my synthetic hair anymore, so I'm like, oh man, the synthetic hair is so expensive to get. You have to get it in patches that grows out, and then it's like I've shaved. So it's, everywhere that I got torn up by that guy, it looks like I'm all what's it called, the alopecia. Well, I'll fix that when I get back to the next port. We need to move, and I hit the lever on the tram, and we start to trundle on down the rest of the tram track.
Let's do it. I'm all greased up. Senator's all greased up. I'm all greased up.
Why? Is that important for your? I don't even. I don't want to. I don't answer that.
Arlox is just snoring, sleeping still.
He's already asleep. That's great.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, well, the tram begins moving without any issue, and you guys don't have any more hiccups along the way. About 15 minutes later, you guys pull into an area with a completely different vibe. You can change the background if you wish here. You pull into the mine side tram station, and all the docks here are blocked save for the one that you guys managed to pull into. The trams here are all destroyed or have been knocked off of their rails. The entire station is dimly lit by the soft orange-red emergency lights on the walls and ceilings, and you are all immediately assaulted by the smell of rotting flesh that washes over you almost immediately upon entering this area.
We found him. Oh god, we found him. Okay.
Dozens of bodies litter the floor of the station.
Oh, it's like I can taste it. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, the nasal passages, it's all connected.
I need to remind me when we go to the next place. I need to get the bionic implant of the one where you can just shut off your nose. It's so weird that we've evolved like eyelids. And we can close our eyesight off, but we can't do that with hearing and smell. Oh god, I wish I could just...
I wish I could close my nose to overdrive.
I don't smell anything. Arlox has spider goop.
You got exploded by Ultic Stalker.
Yeah, it's all in my face, so I don't smell anything.
It's fantastic. I love it.
Smells fine to me.
All right, I'm gonna take a close look at some of these bodies and see if see what I can gain at first glance as to like how they died and how long they've been dead and all that shit.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation.
I'll do the senator. The senator will do the same thing.
Cool. Investigation for both of you guys.
Arlox is looking real sketchy at the senator now after that betrayal with the Voltaic stalker.
You got a problem? Hey, you got a problem with my robot?
As long as your robot doesn't have a problem with me trying to help our enemies.
I know what happened up there. It was an accident. He would never betray us. Not really. Never.
Okay. And
Hey.
I'm just
Arlux, there's an expression I like that's appropriate here. Never attribute to maliciousness that which can be attributed to stupidity.
What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
I mean, you're dumb. You didn't do anything on purpose. You're just stupid. Let me check out.
What does he mean?
I got an average for my current rolls from this stream. I got a 7.
Okay. And what did the senator get?
21. 21.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm going to start with Overdrive, and then we're going to roll around to the senator. So, Overdrive, what you get from your investigation is that all of the bodies here are those of mine workers, technicians, supervisors, and security. And upon inspection, almost all the bodies, not only are they dead, and most of it from like being bludgeoned, in some cases like what's the word, strangled. All the bodies have been melded into the metal floor in a bizarre fashion, the likes of which you've never seen before.
Right.
they're all melty.
As for the senator, the first thing the senator notes, besides what I've already said, is that there are carts of raw Ethereum ore here, and they're knocked all over the place, and it's giving this place an even eerier white glow. The senator also spots on the far wall that leading into the first set of workstations beyond, that there is writing and spray paint along the wall.
Happened. I think we've lost somebody from the. Yep.
I'm the dungeon master now.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, we lost. I hacked into the system as Overdrive.
William disappeared.
And we got a William disappear and back again.
He's back.
Back at it again.
Oh, is he back? Is this like a fake back?
I mean, he's fake back. At least he's semi back.
I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
And you're back.
Oh,
Yes.
he's back.
Brian was DM for a minute, and
I should have thought
we're
about
fine
my
now.
internet.
We won
Oh,
the
good.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we decided that a dragon attacked and we took it out.
Yeah, I allowed auto crits on all the rolls for like the fucking 4 seconds you were gone.
We're all
And
level
we-
20 now.
Yeah, we win. We win.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you were saying.
No, that's not how that works.
What is
You
my
guys are
special?
cutting out a bit, though.
Oh yeah, you're lagging. What is
Yeah,
my
he's
special
lagging,
I
yeah.
see, Will?
Okay, so what you see, beyond what I already described for Five, is the on the far wall from you guys, in the hall leading towards the first set of workstations beyond. You see there's a lot of writing in spray paint. There are multiple symbols that look like a man with a shackle and chains around his neck. There's smaller writings saying things along the lines of, "The imprisoned one comes," "The chained lord," and "Dementarus is real." And then there's an enormous phrase dominating most of the wall that says, "We have all been judged." Finally, what the senator finds is that there's a security guard at the foot of this wall that has a body cam on his uniform that appears to still be online.
Can the senator scoop that, or do I have to go do it myself?
What's the senator's strength ability score?
That's a good question. The strength ability score is +0. It's a flat 10.
Okay, then yes.
Still pretty
Nice.
good to say he's a floating ball.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I think that's going to need an adjustment, but yeah.
He's going to need like a -3.
Right. It,
Something like that.
He's got like a claw machine arm that like drops down.
Just drops out of the bottom of it.
fucking-
I've been picturing the robot from Flubber. The little
Oh, yeah.
round.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah, I'll recover that, and I'll let everybody know. They're into some real kink shit down here.
Hey, we don't kink
Yeah.
shame on this team.
No, and that's not shame. It's just letting you know. We have to
It's
know.
Like
what that.
if they're into that stuff, that you're saying they forgot their safe word, and that's what happened with all this strangulation.
You have to use non-judgmental language. See, somebody already judged them.
I'm sorry. You're
Yeah,
right.
they've already been judged. Look, they've already
done it
been
again, ain't I? Look, I'll boost the images from the Senator onto my Bracer Jack 3.0.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bracer Jack from 300 years in the future from the last one I used.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I'll show you guys, like, see, this is what I was talking about. See the chain around his neck.
Yeah, I don't think that's kink stuff. I think that's much more serious.
No, it is. It is. Now, who's kink shaming now?
I'm not kink shaming. I'm saying there's a difference between consensual, informed, non-coerced consent, and like murder and torture.
I didn't understand a single word you just said.
I didn't expect you to, dumbass. Give me the
I'll
damn
press
give me the
play
damn body
on the
cam.
footage.
All right,
Most of what I say is to try and make you feel stupid. Give me the body cam.
I give you the body.
Okay,
cam.
yeah, I take
I'm doing
I
the,
take it
I'm
you
doing
fire
the,
it up.
Yeah, I'm doing the
fires up
auto
without
hack
issue.
thing, and I'm getting into the system of the body cam. And I'm
Not
watching
even
back.
necessary.
Flicking
Yeah, you
through
can play basically all the data from it is mostly corrupted, but the last recorded footage is still functional, and you can play that back.
Right, yeah, I will play it back for everybody then.
Okay. So you play back the camera footage, and it opens up to the station you're in absolute chaos as workers are fleeing from the mines. You hear them yelling random things that are similar to what's written on the wall. Dementarus comes! He's real! And then there is a call from a security guard from behind your guys' point of view on the camera. The trams are down! And the guard that is the guard whose body the camera is on, he says, well, what do you mean they're down? And I don't know, they just randomly all lost power. Well, these guys are going crazy. We gotta clear this place. The whole damn operation's cracked. The ground then suddenly shakes violently. What the fuck was that? Security guard turns toward the mine gate, which then explodes outward. Smoke floods the station, and then a giant hand of shadow grabs onto the gate. A crazed man charges a security guard with a laser-powered drill, yelling at the top of his lungs before blasting the guard in the face. And then the video cuts out.
Oh dear. Well, I think we've achieved what we set out to achieve. We know what's happened. Let's go. I don't know which type of thing would be called for, religion or arcana maybe, but have I ever heard the name Dementarus?
You can roll religion, I think, on this one.
Religion. Cool.
Would make the most sense.
I'm proficient in that, so as long as I don't roll poorly. He says rolling a 6. Fucking hell. So plus 3, 9. Just so many
You've never
sixes
heard
today.
the term in your life. It doesn't yeah, it's not familiar to you in any way.
Dementarus, anyone? I've never heard of it. You ever heard of it?
Nope.
Wasn't
I
that guy in that bar 3 planets ago? You guys remember?
Oh no,
Real bad at
Distranus.
darts.
No, Distranus was yeah. No, he's not a great old one who's going to take the part of. He was just a douchebag in a bar he didn't understand how to hold his drink.
It really sucked at darts.
Yeah.
I'd absolutely
Yeah.
destroyed him.
What a douche.
Yeah,
Anyway, I
okay.
think we're in some more serious situations now. I think this is like a god or some shit by the looks of it. You guys saw that, right? And I take it back, and then I see the like shadowy hand coming out of the ground and shit, and I'm like, the fuck is that?
Looks bad.
Yeah, I'd say. I don't know about you, but I don't know how to fight that thing. I think we get the fuck out of here before it's come back, if it is even back. It might have left already. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, what was
to scoop in the Ethereum or into a
was
bag.
yeah, try and get as much as you can.
Let's go.
I'm gonna think back to when we were prepping for this journey with Faye and what she told us about how to get in touch with what's his chops, Mr. Knight. Did she give us any way of contacting him? Like, have we got cell phones? Have we got like some kind of thingy mabobs on our arms that we can like send a message to him? Or...
Basically, through your bracer jack, you should be able to send a message that would. This would take a while. The message would have to first get to,
of course, yeah,
to Faye at the Virus Bright, and then she would have to connect you, and you would basically be waiting when he's available.
I'll send off an instant message then, so that it's not something that I'm having to like wait on hold for. So that at least if anything happens to us, at least they've got some information as to what has happened. And I'll just like include basic information of what I can. Demontaris imprisoned one, Black Smoky Hand. Everybody here is dead.
Use the paperclip to attach it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Should I send it? Shit! I sent it without an attachment. Oh fuck! I said attached. I said attached in the email, and then I have to do that awkward thing of sending a second email as a follow-up just with the attachment in it.
Man, he's gonna think that you're real bothersome. You did the double text.
Okay, so you send it over. You don't get a response right away. Were you looking to wait?
No, not to wait, because I mean we're talking like light years of whatever distance apart, or like several light days at the very least.
It would take a while.
Radio signals, unless it's magic or whatever, radio signals will take days to go in different directions. So the intent there was to just send it in case we die, so that they've got some information. And do I remember from our prep for this?
Makes
do
sense.
I remember from our prep whether what we were being paid to do, like just work out what's happened here? He said like if it's something that can be captured, capture it.
Right.
Otherwise, just
neutralize it. If it can be captured, capture it. And if you cannot neutralize it and you cannot capture it, gather all the information you can and bring it back so he knows what is being dealt with.
I never captured a big hand in the floor before.
No.
Look,
I think
it wasn't in the floor. It came through the gate.
Was it like made of smoke, or was it just like shadowed in the smoke? Like it was a tangible thing?
It looked like shadow, it was hard to discern what it was or wasn't made out of.
I can't fight something that's not even tangible. Like if it's made out of smoke or magic, I got shit.
And I just realized I forgot the cage back on the ship.
Well, I don't think we're going to neutralize this thing, and I don't think we're going to capture or contain it. I think it's just we're down to the last plan D, which is just information gathering. We're just information gathering, and then we're getting the fuck out of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we agreed?
I didn't bring enough guns. I didn't bring the right kind of guns for this. I can't shoot a shadow. You can't shoot a shadow, guys. You can't shoot a shadow.
Not with your attachments. I think maybe there's others we can do once we know what we're fighting. But I think we
shoot a shadow.
I think we investigate a little further, go a little deeper if we have to, and see what information we can gather. It's been 3 months. Whatever it is, it's already escaped this asteroid, I think.
So 3 months, there's all these bodies, there's a nasty smell, there's Ethereum just like loose all over the place.
Yeah.
There's graffiti on the walls that we're not allowed to kink shame.
You guys move further?
I say we go.
What's like the...
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. What's on the what's sort of the next step for us? Would it be going deeper into the mines themselves?
Okay, so heading deeper into the mines. At the end of this station are the remnants of that gate that you guys could see in the film footage. Beyond the broken gate is a hallway with doors lining it. There appear to be 10 doors to 10 different workstations on either side. This appears to be like a location specifically for management and security to do their work. There are burns and abrasion marks all on the doors, floor, and walls of this hallway. I don't know if you can go investigate any further.
Yeah, it's about information gathering at this point, so it's all about checking stuff out.
Also, there are bodies that line the walls of the halls here and the offices when you look inside. They're all melded into the metal.
This is disturbing, right? None of you ever seen something like this where they've like melded people with metal?
Yeah, can I investigate that specifically?
Yeah, sure. In what way?
Like, just like, what the fuck? Like, can I intuit from that
What
to
is
like,
this?
yeah, hey, like, what the fuck is this? Like, how, like, is there anything I can intuit from investigating it as to like what happened and how, and like have I seen something like it before? Like, what data can I get from investigating it? Is it worth it to just move on?
I mean, I think just by looking at it, like the only thing you could think of is like whatever caused this. Like this is some magical bullshit. Like this is not how reality is supposed to work. Like
Yeah,
this is not metal that melts normally, and like fusing someone into it, like it would be a technological, not a possibility. It would just be a nightmare to try and pull off.
Right, because you can't like superheat the metal and then put like a body in it and then have it just be like cool.
Nope. No, the body would have scorched.
Exactly.
Like they've
Yep.
So I don't have like Arcana or anything, you guys.
I'm very good with Arcana.
Yeah, like it looked like magic to me. I don't know. I'm more like a,
I've studied magic
guy.
real well. Can I roll Arcana potentially? Just
you never told me you studied the magic.
I told you that so many times. I'm literally made of like how do you think I've managed to get all these bionic parts with? It doesn't matter.
That's the thing, is I don't think.
I got that is my first nat 20 of the session plus 5.
Oh shit! Holy shit!
So 25 Arcana.
Right.
With expertise.
Okay, so this is like high level magic. This is like trying to think how I would explain this. There is a sense of reality altering magic. Yeah, is essentially what this is like.
So what I've heard of like different planes, different planes of existence exist in this world, this setting.
Not in the traditional sense. Right. I would say that like okay, so with the natural 20, that's actually great. So with the natural 20, you have heard rumors. Over the last century or so, these rumors have gotten more and more numerous of bizarre occurrences happening in isolated locations with Ethereum involved, and whispers that like new beings have been coming into existence of late. Some people are claiming these new entities are some form of like divinity, of some sort of gods. Right. But none of the stories are really congruent with each other. They seem to just be wild and all over the place. But they all agree like there are strange reality altering phenomena that occur, and they seem to always occur near like high concentrations of Ethereum.
Look, I don't know what this is, and I don't know how to fight it. I just know that if it seems to be the latest in a long line of things I've been hearing. Ethereum seems to have some kind of connection to some weird great old gods or some shit that are coming back to life. I don't know if Ethereum themselves is like maybe it's the once body parts of a god, or like it's the flesh of a god, and now as people are mining it, it's becoming back to life. I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's something going on with Ethereum ores all over the place, or Ethereum mines and things, and this is the latest of it. I think as long as we maybe don't take all that much back onto our ship, like small concentrations should be okay, but like big concentrations of mines and things, that's where that shit happens. So I don't know if it's released or whether we go down into the mines now and find that it's still sitting there having a cup of tea and like, hey, welcome along. I've been looking for someone to kill for 3 months.
I don't know. I think it would be boring if we just left. So maybe we should go further.
I feel like Mr. Knight won't give us the last 5,000 credits if we just go back now and be like, I don't know. It was a shadow guy that may have something to do with Ethereum. Like we need to know what's down there.
And then he'd be like, that's boring. Get out.
We'll tell him
write all this down.
Yeah, we tell him the story
so we can add it to our hazard pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
This is a hazard.
That.
All right, here we go then. Hazard pay.
Hazard pay.
All right, so as you guys explore these workstations, you do find that only one computer of all the systems has survived. I don't know if you guys do anything with that computer, but it is something to know.
Oh, there is a computer that survived.
I try to use all the other computers except for the one that survived.
None of them work.
4.
I'll hack into the one that's working.
Use my birthday this time.
No, it's my birthday. We already know.
The auto hack works. The computer is extremely buggy, and it seems to be locked into a particular software and file. It's locked into a security report log, and only the most recent 3 logs are accessible. Everything else is corrupted and broken.
Yeah. I will
How
read 'em.
convenient. Okay. All right, here we go. We'll just read all three of these.
Mhm.
All right, log 1. The inmates have begun a new nightly activity these last couple weeks, sharing stories from their homeworlds around the dinner hall. It seems like peaceful enough activity that helps them pass the time. Morale has been dropping up to this point. Many of them have sentences 10 years plus. And I think that has begun to wear on many of them. This new recreational activity has proven to improve it for both the long-term and short-term inmates. So I think one thing to note there is they're not called workers here; they're called inmates.
Yeah.
So this place
This
is
is-
definitely
yeah,
like a
definitely a prison.
slave prison.
Yeah.
Log 2. The nighttime stories have taken a morbid turn of late. At some point, the draw of ghost tales and grim legends took a hold of the group. Not only has morale begun to drop again, but a deep unrest has begun to sweep through the inmates. The incident rate for dereliction of duty, insubordination, and inmate violence has tripled. Also, vandalism has become an increasingly popular form of defiance. Guards have increasingly been finding this symbol defacing the mind in multiple locations. And you can see in the log, it's the same symbol you guys saw earlier. It's a symbol of a chained man.
Chained man. But
I'm recommending a new curfew be put into place and guard staff doubled until the situation improves. And then the final log. We've had a major incident. 2 guards are dead. They were found in the cell of inmate 57, Barham Everman, who is currently missing. Both appeared to be strangled to death. I'm not sure where the inmate acquired chains, but the marks on the bodies of the guards was undeniably committed by chains. None of the other inmates have been forthcoming on anything related to the incident. Most won't say anything, and others are less than helpful. They keep repeatedly saying, Dementarius is coming. The imprisoned one will free us. All inquiries into who or what this Dementarius is has led to it being an entity made up for the nighttime stories that we canceled a couple weeks back. We've gone into full lockdown mode until Barham is apprehended. End of log.
the name Baron Everman doesn't ring any bells. It's not a family name or one that I would have read about in the news. Like, he wasn't like some guy that went around and killed an entire... It wasn't like a big mass murdering genocidal maniac or...
No,
nothing in
definitely
news.
not. And not a name you would know about in character, but out of
Okay.
character, if you're familiar with Dragonlance, it's a Easter egg.
Right, okay.
And if you're familiar with Pokemon, this is basically Cinnabar Island Mansion.
Isn't it
Mewtwo is far too powerful.
I was
It
gonna-
failed
I
to
was-
curb its vicious tendencies.
Yeah, isn't it Cinnabar Island there?
So-
you can look for missing no off the coast.
That's right, you can.
Yeah.
We have to find missing
We have to
no.
find missing no.
We need all the Master Balls.
Like that Adam Sandler movie where the bedtime stories he tells comes to life.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Adam Sandler movie, right?
yeah. It's called Bedtime Stories.
Yes.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, he told stories. I've never seen it, but he told stories, and the stories come to
and the
life.
stories
I
come
remember
to
the
life.
commercial had like raining gumballs and all that nonsense.
57 Baron Everman. There's no relevance to the number 57 that I know of. Like, nothing comes to mind like as a
No, not at all.
religious significance. Imprisoned one. So they made up this.
No.
Dementaris for some kind of nighttime stories, like their downtime activity that they're allowed to do, and then they cancelled it,
Mhm.
and then they said, "Oh, he's coming, he's real." So it seems like maybe either whoever made him up, like, inserted him knowingly, like, oh, he's not actually real, but he's actually real, but I'll pretend like he's not, or they were like using the nighttime stories as a way of preaching among the inmates. Or the alternative, and I'm not sure which is scarier, the inmates' collective delusion around the realness of Dementaris has made him real. And maybe Ethereum has some kind of quality of, like, making somebody's imaginations come true.
That's crazy. Like they said his name 3 times aloud or something.
Yeah, don't do that.
All
I don't want
right.
to test. I don't want to test. I don't want to test shit. Okay.
Must be
I will
spoken
allow
3
anyone
times
who wishes to make a
unbroken.
history check.
History, yes, please. Oh, not bad, not bad. All right, finally, 17.
I don't think I'm good
Okay,
at history.
you
I
do
got a
know that
10.
long ago. You got a 10? What?
Yeah, I'm bad at it.
I got a 2.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Overdrive, you do know that long ago, say like 60, 70,000 years ago, Ethereum went under a different name. It was called Godstone. And you also know that about 300 years ago, there was an event called the Ethereum Cataract. Um, you don't know too much about the event, but you do know that it was a galaxy-wide event that uh, that during which an immense amount of Ethereum was showered over all of the worlds for over a month.
Oh. Oh fuck. I think I may have been right on what I was saying earlier about like the body parts, like the Ethereum is like the body parts of a dead god or something. Because I think they used to call it Godstone, and then it like rained down over a bunch of different planets. So maybe a god exploded, and like viscera of the god became the stone or something.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and dangerous. I imagine if you're in such a proximity like this place, you start to believe in a god. Because don't the gods get... Wait, I'm proficient in religion. I might know this out of character. Do the gods in your world get like more powerful the more people that believe in them, kind of thing? Like they...
That's a difficult question to answer. I'll say this. In the world of Draken Star, there are no gods really in a traditional sense, except for maybe very recently. I don't want to give way too many spoilers for the show, but at the beginning of the podcast, one of the things the characters find out, because they're from ancient history, they find out that all the gods that they knew about are dead and gone. Right. And most people in this world worship concepts. There are 9 precepts that like define reality and have power. But very recently, some religions around certain gods have risen.
Yeah. It could be the reemergence of a god or some shit. I don't know. I don't know if they've made him up and then he's come to life because of them believing in him, or whether somebody has preached about them under the pretenses of him being fake. Either way, I think we need to go down into the mines. We need more information.
Is there like a map that we can look at to find his prison cell?
There's a fucking
no,
kiosk.
Because all the computers are destroyed and the one that they have is locked.
You are here.
No, there's no directory.
There's 57 varieties.
I think you guys move on though. You guys keep exploring.
Yeah. We're moving on. We're going down deeper into the mines, I think.
Beyond the gate in the passage, the passageway splits into multiple paths, each labeled shaft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, but unfortunately all but one have caved in completely. Shaft 5 remains open, if somewhat damaged and marred.
How convenient.
Shaft 5 is a 20-foot wide hall. Yeah. Shaft 5 is a 20-foot wide hall that winds and bends while descending towards the asteroid's center. Do you guys
heading down?
Go down it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. You guys walk for about 10 minutes or so, and the shaft eventually opens up into a natural cavern of gray-brown stone. The walls here glitter with Ethereum ore, giving off light source to see by. There's another bizarre sight along this cavernway. Along the right, but along the right and left-hand walls, more figures have been melded into the stone. But these are not workers or inmates. These are heavily armored humanoids with horns, fangs, tails, spines, and other monstrous physical traits. Many are 8 to 10 feet tall, and they all appear to be dead.
This is you're seeing this, yeah. This is like a lot of signs that we shouldn't be going this way, right? The fuck are these things? Are these devils or what? Demons? What kind of monsters? You
I will
seen
accept Arcana, religion, or nature check.
Sweet.
I'm poking one.
Did you say Arcana is one of those options?
Yes.
Sweet. Back to usual below average rolls. 13.
Oh, nice. You just got it. So these are fiends. Specifically, these fiends are all of devil kind, and they are from a pocket dimension known as the Void Harrow. I think with your knowledge of the occult as a warlock, you would be familiar with a planetary system called Nessus and the specific planet of Kaboros, where devils tend to congregate and propagate from.
I swear, I mean, I've never been there, obviously. I wouldn't have returned if I had. We don't go to Nessus and live to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure these are the sorts of shit that you find on Nessus. I don't like that it's here.
I heard they have some weird cows there.
Sure.
They do. They do.
I don't know if we like, have we got enough information here? Are we gonna get paid talking about what we've talked about? If we just tell them this, like, I don't like this shit. Are you equipped for this?
Up ahead,
Hazard pay.
the sound of metal clinking on stone can be heard. Also, you guys hear the sound of weeping.
Oh fuck! All right,
No.
quiet.
No.
Quiet.
Ghosts.
Arlux?
In the halls.
Harlux, no shooting shit.
Hazard pay.
Quiet. Stop chanting. Stop chanting. Stop it. In your head. Take it lower. Lower. Even lower. All right. That's good.
Overdrive.
And then I'll
I don't like this.
You're good, Sigrun. You're good. Just think of all the money that we're gonna make when we.
What do you guys do?
We definitely survive this thing. I'm gonna continue on down towards the weeping sound.
I think of all the money and I follow Overdrive.
For the money.
So further into the cavern and around another tunnel bend, you guys find in an open caveway a male human with metal shackles on his arms and on his knees in the center of a large cavern room. His head is downcast and he is murmuring to himself. His worker shirt has a number stitched on the left breast, number 57.
That man. That's the
Hey,
guy.
hey,
That's
Baron.
the guy.
Hey, Baron.
Who? Oh.
Baron. Hello.
Oi,
You approach
you.
then?
Yeah.
Okay. Barum looks up and he looks shocked. He says, "No, stay back. I can't control it."
Okay. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. I might be able to help you control it.
You have to try,
How does
son.
it?
I can't. Trust me. I've tried. Oh, he's coming. Oh, by order, he comes again. And he begins to scream. And the scream reverberates the walls and actually pushes you all back 10 feet.
Oh, I got it.
And
then-
run.
Yeah, just like that. Ethereum in the cavern
Bravado.
begins to flare brightly all around you guys. And then a looming black shadow emerges from the back of Barum. At first, it is mostly formless, but then it coalesces into a semi-humanoid shape. It is in the shape of an emaciated man, 12 feet tall, whose face is hidden by a horned metal mask. A massive collar clasped around its neck with 4 long chains dangling from it. The bottom half of this phantom is non-existent, as it seems to be emerging from Baron himself. Baron is now standing, but his eyes are rolled back, showing only white. The entity speaks in a language I don't know if any of you understand. Does anyone here speak Celestial?
Nope.
I speak Garvin.
Nope.
Universal
nope.
Draconic Hellion.
Then it
Trinary.
speaks. Okay, so it speaks in a language none of you understand, and everyone roll initiative for fight 3.
Hey, not 20.
Or you could run. That's also an option.
No, we're here now.
Holy shit, nice. Okay, soldiers.
I did a 15.
15 for Sigrun. What'd you get, Arlox?
1.
Not 20 and that one.
Oh god.
That one.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I rolled a 11. No, yeah, an 11. Okay, so it'll go Overdrive, Sigrun, this guy, and then Arlox. So let's begin. Overdrive, what's your first move?
All right. So I didn't specify this, but hopefully it's okay. At my short rest, I changed to the nanoplate fortification rather than the arms of alloy because I want to show off all the things that I can do. So I do have the alloy texture of my arms is now kind of diminished a little bit, but kind of moved across my entire body, making me a little more hardy this time. With my first action, I am going to I'm going to move forwards and hope to deal with this guy in a way that will give us a little time to stand. Being inspired by the what were they called? The Voltic Stalkers. You'll see some of the wires. I didn't manage to, with my short rest, didn't manage to get myself back up to completely full, so I do have a couple of still exposed wires. You'll see me kind of grab them and pull them, and they start to spark a little more as I sort of run towards this thing, knowing that sometimes offense is the best defense. If we can stun it before it gets going, maybe we can then run before it gets any sort of momentum to chase us. So I'm going to cast Electro Pulse, an evocation spell that is specific to this Kickstarter, guys. So check it out if you want to see the spell. It is a self-casting 20-foot cube out from me, so I'm going to get him within that, obviously. Conjure an electromagnetic pulse that originates from me in a 20-foot cube, and each creature caught in the pulse must make a con save or take lightning damage and be stunned.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Here we go. I rolled a 9.
Oh, nice. My D8's got there. D10's even. Oh, cool. So it's going to take some lightning damage then. If it's immune to it, I don't know, but we'll soon find out. That's 8 points of lightning damage, and it is stunned until the end of its next turn.
Okay. You said 8, right?
8, yeah, because I rolled terribly, as has been my norm today.
Okay. So it gets hit with the lightning, and it begins to convulse as it is stunned, and it does take the full damage. And next up would be Sigrun.
I kick the back of my head.
Oh God, here we go.
I'll mark it dead or alive. That's my bonus action, and then I will go ahead and I'll plasma Arbalest from the back. So I'll make an attack roll with advantage. So the first one was 16. The second one is a 21.
Both hit.
Okay, for damage, got a 3 plus 3 force for 6.
6 total. Nothing else.
6 total, and then the drone will fire the. Seeing that lightning is cool. I'm gonna range attack at plus 5 from 20 feet out. 19
hits.
And that'll do. I'm sorry, I forgot already. Is it 5 or am I rolling a 1d4 plus 3?
Roll. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Are you were you rolling attacks, by the way?
Yes.
You have advantage on it because it's stunned. If it's not immune to being stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
so I'll just see if I crit on that one because I had advantage.
Yeah.
And I didn't, but I still rolled well, and that's gonna do 5 total lightning damage with the shock dart from the senator.
Nice.
So the senator
Anything
is
else?
like above me, but within 20 feet of the creature, and then I'm as far back as I'm allowed to be.
Okay, that sounds good. And then it is Dementauros' turn, but he's stunned. So I think earlier you said essentially he doesn't get any action.
Yeah, he can't really do much. He can speak falteringly, but that's it.
It continues to speak in a tongue you guys don't understand.
Yeah.
Sounds very mean though.
At the end of its turn,
now,
the stun wears off.
It's no longer stunned, but it's also not its turn because it's Arlox's turn. Go ahead, Arlox.
Okay, so with my gunner eyes, did I notice if they were attacking the guy? Or is the guy still there? Or is it like a shadow out of his
The
back?
guy is still there, but he is kind of like encompassed by the shadow a little bit. Even though the shadow dims or becomes more translucent, like he is kind of encased in the shadow a little bit.
Okay, so the attacks are like hitting the shadow around him then?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to. Am I close enough to use my arc autocannon? It's a range of 60 feet.
Yeah, you're close enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna just stand my ground, and then I'm going to use my focused fire gunner maneuver to give myself advantage. on this person, this mysterious figure. Let me know his name, but oh, good thing I had advantage because I got a crit, y'all.
Nice.
Oh shit! Nice.
Beer, 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 beer.
Everybody gets a crit.
Yay! It's my if y'all like dice, this is from Tui Dice. That's TUI dice. They're really lovely. Okay, so then the arc autocannon does 1d10 plus 3 lightning. How are we doing crits? For the how are we doing the damage for the crits?
Let's stick to traditional rules.
To double the damage
Yeah,
dice.
yeah, the optional rule will be in the book, but for now, let's just stick to traditional rules. So
Okay,
roll
so
twice.
I'm just doubling. Roll twice, or
What is your
Yeah, roll
Isn't that traditionally you roll twice,
yes,
right?
roll
Yep.
the damage die
Roll
twice
damage
and add the
dice
modifier once.
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
what is your
Will's homebrew-
optional rule?
Is to double everything.
Double the modifier as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
so
homebrew
that's-
is to max out the first roll. So you
Nice.
roll what you could have as
Right.
max, and then you roll on top of it. So it guarantees that you're going to get more than you
Yeah.
would have with a regular hit.
Yeah, that's exactly what 4th edition did, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do math. 16 plus 3, 19 lightning damage.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, I love that we're like,
Okay.
I established that we can do lightning, and lightning does something to it. So we're all like, okay, lightning, lightning it is,
Fire on
lightning,
lightning.
hit it.
Yeah, lightning.
we know lightning does something, so do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, I think that makes it Overdrive's turn.
All right. I hate to be a one-trick
Jesus,
pony.
you guys just got a full round.
Yeah, I hate to be a one-trick pony, but I've literally used
you're gonna
everything
do it
unique
again.
about my. I'm unique about. I've used everything unique about my character now, so now I can start doubling up on some of the things. That's how I like to do one-shots, especially when I'm trying to showcase something. I'm like, I'll do this thing, and then I'll do this thing, and I'll use it all.
I appreciate it.
Do it again.
The one thing I haven't
awesome.
used actually is a spell called Firewall, but this thing I have no idea whether it's going to attack my mind in any way. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it just in case. It's a god. It might attack my mind. You see.
Yeah.
What is this? How does this manifest then? What does it do? It shields my mind from outside influences. So I don't think there's like much of a physical appearance to it. You just see that my eyes go like a shade of like this, a different color. Like the sclera turns from white to like a light blue as I start to I twitch a little, and then I seem to like focus in. My head movements get a little more precise, and you can see that my eyes are focused. And I've cast Firewall on myself, an abjuration spell. Just in case he tries to mess with my mind. I have, for the duration of the spell, resistance to psychic damage, and and I have an advantage against any attempts to charm, frighten, dominate, or hack into my mind. That's me. That's my prep.
Okay, I love it.
And I'll stay next to him. I'm trying with my nano fortifications. I'm trying to be the one that he targets. I'm trying to be the tank, as it were.
Okay, that sounds good. Sigrid, you're up.
Okay. I'm also gonna do the same exact thing. Well, maybe not.
Ow.
Oh, no, not that. What do you mean? Like the same thing I did last turn?
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I was like, I
Yeah.
don't think you have the firewall.
Oh no. Okay, I already used my bonus. So I'll use my final spell bonus action to cast a Hunter's Mark on it now that my bonus action
Okay.
is free. And
Yeah.
then I will go ahead and attack it with the Plasma Arbalist again at advantage. That was a
Okay.
nat 1. Dodged that
Oh no,
for a 13
yeah.
plus 5 is 18.
that does hit.
Neat. Okay, here's the damage. That's 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus the Hunter's Mark is going to be 2. So that's a total of 8 damage.
All right, so that happened successfully, and you guys have knocked off a lot of HP, and I have a new feature here that I have some of my monsters have, where they have interrupt triggers that trigger
Ooh, cool.
usually when they fall below their half of their
Nice,
life,
I like that.
which you guys have done. So at this point, the entity lets loose a guttural It sounds almost like a growl, but there are syllables to it, so it seems to be some sort of word. And I want all three of you to make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, boy.
Overdrive
Good
gets
at
to
that.
do this at advantage because of the firewall.
Haha! Success. Useful. Oh, nice. Nat 20 as
Charisma
well.
saving throw.
Nat
Holy
20
shit,
for
nice.
a total of 25.
Very nice.
That's good. I got a 17.
That's good too.
I got an 8.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Deja vu.
Hey, does
So,
the senator need to make
On
that save?
a failed save.
Does the senator need to make
No, the
that
senator is not a person, so no.
save? Neat.
On a failed save.
Senators are not
whenever a
people.
target-
You heard it here first,
Senators
guys.
are not people.
They are constructs.
Indeed.
Fiends.
On a failed save, whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw, the target must also roll a d4 and subtract that number rolled from their attack roll or saving throw.
Banded.
You get to repeat your charisma save at the end of your next turn, every turn moving forward.
Yeah, -1 to charisma, so that's not gonna do much for me.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Was there anything else you want to do on your turn, though, Seagrin? Because that was an interrupt. Your turn's still in action now.
Yeah, the senator's gonna shoot the shock dart at
Okay.
range. Oh my god, another nat 1.
Oh, shit.
I reckon you should stop rolling the nat ones. I reckon.
Yeah.
Just
Uh,
you should
All
try
right,
and
well,
roll.
now...
You should try and roll higher numbers. I think.
I
The
think so too.
senator's
bit of
trying to
advice.
sabotage us again.
And again, yeah. So now Dementarus actually gets a turn. And it is going to use its multi-attack. It's going to move forward. And how far back are you guys from? I know that Overdrive's up front. How far
Yeah,
behind Overdrive are you guys?
The allowable distance.
As far back
I mean, okay, so we'll say 40 feet.
Yeah.
Probably.
I
not
have to
that
be.
far back.
I'm 20 feet away.
Okay. Well, first it's going to attack with one of its spectral chains on Overdrive. This is going to be against AC, and it's a 16.
16 against me. Does
Uh-huh.
not hit because it strikes against my body and
Okay.
it would normally hit, but my nanoplate fortification gives me an 18.
Yo.
See.
Nice. Well, here comes the second spectral chain.
Another one.
And I rolled worse. So
Yes.
it doesn't do anything. It's the worst boss monster I've ever made. And now it's got Arlox's turn.
I don't know.
Almost
I
forgot
like
your name.
this guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, more of
He's
this
just
guy,
letting
please.
Yes, more.
Yeah. Some real
Um,
Matt Demon vibes going on.
That's a deep cut.
It was a demon version of Matt Damon that Will wrote into the
Oh,
game.
nice. Matt Demon.
Yes. It was the
Alright.
boss of one of our one-shot adventures.
That's
So
cool.
this -4
Yep,
that
that's exactly what
I
it did.
have, this -4 is to all my attack rolls and also saving throws. Is that what you
Yes.
said it was?
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to do. I'm still just gonna do focused fire gunner maneuver because that gives me advantage. So why would I not do that? So I'm gonna
Right.
do that. Let's see. Please roll nice for me.
I do think we intended to have a limit to how many maneuvers you could do a day, but I think that we failed to get that in time.
Aha! I'm utilizing
you're
this
good.
beautiful loophole. Okay, so that's 14 with 10 -4 10 plus 7 is a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Okay, did you roll the 4?
Oh,
Yeah, she minused 4.
I roll a 4. I just minus 4.
Mhm.
But if I get to roll
Oh.
a 4, then maybe that'll be better. That's
Yeah, you
actually-
get to roll a 4, and then you
so
minus
then it's
that.
an 18 because I
hits.
minus a full 4. Yay! So I used again the super kinetic one because it was already in my hand.
Yeah.
6 plus 2 8 plus 3 11. Or no, I was using the arc. No, I was using the arc autocannon before. I apologize. This is a D10. Oh, that's a 10. Plus 3. 13 lightning damage, please.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and action surge again because I got that back during my short rest. So we're gonna just do this whole thing again.
Okay.
Because why not?
My
Another
God.
one.
Another one. More, please.
I don't know how this entity took down like 50 people, but
Obviously, they
you
were.
guys are handling them.
They were just really shitty prison guards.
Yeah, Zasabrine Knight really did hire
We're
the
getting
best.
him.
The best.
We're getting him as he's ramping up. He's still booting up.
There we go.
Okay,
He had a
so
lot
I
more
rolled
power
a
before.
16 minus my. I rolled a d4, so that's a 1. So it's a 15 plus 7 is high. So we're
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit.
Yay. 1d10 plus 3 lightning. 6 lightning damage. Please eat that in your face and enjoy it.
He eats it. Nom 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 nom.
You said 6?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This thing is starting to like spasm and flicker in its incorporealness, but it's still standing. Next up is Overdrive.
All right. I think Overdrive is going to draw out the blade, the Ethereum blade, and then just like focus in on this guy, and then just start driving forwards. He's going to start going proper hack at him. He is going to roll with a where is it? A +4 because I don't have my Arms of Alloy anymore. So that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Hey, nice. All right, I'm doing it two-handed, so it's a d10 damage. That's a 6 on the dice. Do I add my finesse? It's a finesse weapon, so I can add my dexterity to that. So that's an 8 points of force damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
That's all I can do on my turn. I don't believe I've got anything for bonus actions, so I'm just going to again stay where I am between him and me. Go back to where you came from. Go back. Go back. Get back inside.
It speaks to you in a language you don't understand, but it seems to respond. Next up is
Can I
Seagram.
auto hack the creature apart with my sword? Ha ha ha! Nice, Kevin Cooley.
Gonna go for another shot. Here I go.
Okay.
First one is a 17. The second one
Hits.
is worse, so 17 will do it.
Yeah, that hits.
And it is Hunter's marked, so we're gonna get. Oh, I rolled another 6. Hell yeah, D6, you're killing it tonight. So that's 9 plus the Hunter's mark. It's a 1. It all levels out. So 10 damage total.
Yeah. Okay. It's. I mean, it's still up, but it's now like beginning to writhe in pain and like not scream so much as roar.
Get him shoot him in the neck, Senator. And,
is that your turn? Oh no, it's Senator's turn. Oh God, is Senator gonna get the kill shot?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Senator.
no, he rolled a 6.
Oh, okay, he misses.
He's sabotaging us, I swear.
The shock
Senator's
dart
definitely
is like
the real BBG.
the shock dart is like lodged in his little sphere. You can't
There we
shoot
go.
it out.
All right. Well, Dementars is gonna give another go at taking down Overdrive with the first spectral chain. Fuck, it's a miss. That's a 14. And then
Wraps around.
Thank God, I got a 24.
Yeah, the first I've just struck forward.
It's actually gonna land an attack.
Struck forward with my blade, and the chain wraps around. It wraps around the blade, and I like block it from hitting me. But then it's wrapped around the blade, so he manages to pull it out, and then whack! His second one can get through my defenses.
There we go. You're gonna take 11 slashing damage, and you were also grappled. If Dementars. Okay, and then something happens. I mean, if he survives to the next round, something will happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Arlox, it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right. So I'm going to shoot it again. I was informed that the number of gunner maneuvers you have is equal to your proficiency bonus with a minimum of 2. Even though it's not on my character sheet, I'm gonna do honor system.
That was our bad.
And just
thank you.
Those were my 2 that I used. So this is gonna just be a regular attack, and I'll have to hope my dice don't betray me. Okay. 13 plus 7 is a 20, and then a minus the D4, which I forgot to roll my save last time, but with a -1 and a -1 D4, I don't think that would have been good. -2. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Hey, look at that. So we're gonna do one more.
Finish him.
D10. Yeah. 2
Mortal Kombat.
plus 3. 5. 5 lightning damage, please.
Are you serious? Did you do 5? Specifically 5?
I did specifically 5. I did a 3 plus, or no, I
Well,
did a 2 plus my 3.
Guess who has 1 HP left?
Me. Me, because I'm attached to his chain. I take all the lightning instead.
Oh no.
I do believe it's Overdrive's turn.
All right, Overdrive. Let's finish this guy. As he's grappled, I'm grappled, but I can still make an attack with my sword. Yeah, and still, like, he's pulling me in. I can still go for him.
I think. Do you have it at disadvantage? I can never remember what grapple.
I don't think so.
With restrained you do. With grappled you don't.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then yeah, you're good.
Unless you say so, I'm fine with that.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think thematically the chain is wrapped around my sword, the other chain's wrapped around my body, so I am going to give myself sort of like the lack of maneuverability of my hands, so I would have disadvantage with the sword, I'm going to say. So instead, I just let go of the sword, I put my hand up towards this guy's face, and again, my finger just like separates out from the rest of my hand and drops down, creating like a barrel between the 3 fingers, and then almost point blank, Eldritch Blast, right to his head.
Nice.
I love it. That's incredible. I hope you roll good.
Love it. All right, good. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you kill it. So we'll say that it plays out exactly as he said, and the blast overwhelmingly washes over its face. And when your Eldritch Blast ends, where its head was is just a smoking ruin, as it drops you, and it doesn't even so much drop you as the chains begin to just dissipate, and you fall through them. And the entire thing like writhes violently before shrinking and getting kind of sucked back into Barham's back, where he lets out like a wail and then falls unconscious on the ground.
Cage him.
We need to do
Get him.
something. We need to do something about this guy. Cage him, take him, bag him, tag him onto the ship. Quick. We'll head over there. We'll start tying him up. Start doing whatever we need to do to get him onto the tram. Get this guy out onto our ship and caged, and obviously if he's got this guy in his head, if he's got this thing that will keep coming back, then we need him to, I don't know if your cage as a bounty hunter is like magically protected so they can't do shit through it or whatever, but we would need that.
We'll say that Sigrid has the ability to keep him sedated, we'll say.
Yeah, cool, we'll do that then, and we'll
Carlos is gonna bop him on the head for good measure.
There we go. So this is where we will leave our adventurers, with Barham Everman captured and on their way back to Outlaw's Horizon. Who is Dementarus? What was the cause of this horrid tragedy? Well, if you buy the book, you'll find out. So go check out this setting, Starseeker's Guide to Draken Star. We're trying to kickstart the book. We're very close to getting it done. It's at drakenstar.com. There's also a PDF with all the material from this adventure. Is available there for free, so you can go ahead and download that PDF. For anyone who is looking to pledge now or up their pledge while this stream is going, go ahead in the note and add DS live stream to the note, and you will be sent, along with your book, a bespoke book plate that you can insert that'll be signed by the team to commemorate you doing it during this cool event. Thank you, Rob, for having us on. Thank you for allowing this. This was a lot of fun.
This was amazing.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much
This
for
was a lot
coming
of
on,
fun.
all of you guys. I've really appreciated this and the chance to play in a setting. It's very rare that I get the chance to play in like a science fantasy setting. To play someone with like cybernetic enhancements and stuff was a lot of fun. The artwork has been incredible, and the laughs. Good story too. Cool that we managed to get through a decent chunk, and they had good pacing with it all. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, everybody.
Cool, thank you.
And I really do wish you well with the rest of the Kickstarter. Do go check it out, guys. These guys, as I've mentioned, do have my genuine endorsement. That's a Robert Hartley tick of approval. Go check out the Dungeon Cast. Check out Superquest Saga, and check out their Kickstarter. And Dice Legends is raiding in just at the right moment. Dice Legends, how's it going? How was your stream? You've joined us for a one-shot of Draken Star, set in a science fantasy setting with my friends over at the Dungeon Cast. So everybody who's coming in for the raid, if you like science, you like sci-fi, put those two together. If you like your high fantasy, stick those all in one pot, mix them up, and you've got a cool new setting on Kickstarter. Go check it out on the links. Any final parting words, or we'll leave it there and head off to somebody to raid, to bounce that raid Dice Legends raid off to somebody else to raid.
Thanks a lot, Rob. It's always a pleasure. Appreciate it.
You're very
Indeed.
welcome. You're welcome to come and hang out.
Thank you,
anytime.
everybody, for watching.
All right, we will.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Monica, for being part of this too. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. This was super fun.
Of course. All right, guys. I think there we could call it a game.
Yeah, we'll call it a game there then, and we'll raid you off to Goodman Games Online. Goodman Games Online. All right, thanks for coming, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for my next stream. Bye. Did it raid? I don't know if it's raiding. I think we're raiding. Bye.